Oh, gosh. Anyway, so... thanks to Paul Ross, who has, if you add up all of his years in broadcasting, it comes to 172! Which is kind of amazing. So that's fantastic. Always good to have an old-timer on board, although, of course, we do have to have the paramedics standing by, just in case something goes wrong. Never mind. So... It's Monday! There you go, just fiddling with that. I mean, that's fine and dandy. 0870 90 90 973. Lots to talk about today. Anthony, did you watch the history of light entertainment the other day?
I did.
They're talking about the chat shows?
Yeah.
Well, then you can back me up on this. Do you remember John Stapleton was on there talking about the time, the place?
Oh, yeah, I remember.
And he was saying, John Stapleton, married to Lynn Foldswood, was saying that he got the idea for the time, the place, when he was in America watching the Phil Donahue show. And Phil Donahue was walking around the audience, talking to the audience, and John Stapleton said, I want to present that show in England.
He did.
What's wrong with that statement I've just said to you, Anthony?
Nothing at all, Ian.
There's something wrong with it.
Is there?
I don't think John Stapleton was the first host of the time, the place.
Sure.
Well, no, I'm not sure. This is where it gets a little bit confusing. I'm not sure. I'm a little bit quiet, but doesn't. Is he the right to... Yeah. I'm not sure. But I thought it was a guy with white hair who couldn't say his R's properly.
Hmm.
You're a young... How old are you, Anthony?
19, yeah.
You're 19, so you're too young. We're talking about 12 years ago.
Well, that's ages ago for me.
The time, 9 o'clock. The place, Leeds. The subject, I don't know, something boring. But I'm convinced it was an old guy with white hair who talked a bit like that and couldn't say his R's properly and blah, 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 blah.
So someone like that.
Yeah, but I don't know if this is a fact or if I have just dreamt it. You know, sometimes, do you ever get this, Anthony? You think you know something is true.
But it's not true.
It's not true. You've just dreamt it a few months ago.
Yeah.
And it's the dream has become a reality in your world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if anyone knows, give me a call.
On?
0870 90 90 973.
Are you a fan of boxing?
No.
Oh, all right.
How are you, Ian, anyway?
Yeah, I'm all right. I've just been invited, Chris and I have been invited to a boxing match.
Yeah? Where?
Alexandra Palace on the 15th September.
Oh, yeah.
A world title fight between Junior Witter and DeMarcus Corley. DeMarcus Corley.
That'd be good to go and see.
I'm going to call my first son DeMarcus. This is not just any world title, but a WBC title fight. Don't know what that means. 2 VIP tickets have your name if you're interested. I can even sit... Oh, now this is where it gets good. I can seat you next to the ring card girls. Now, you know what the ring card girl is, don't you?
Yeah.
What is it?
Hold on, no, let me try. No, I can't remember.
No, you've forgotten, have you? Yeah. Right, well, they are the ladies in tight shorts and tight top. It's a bit sexist, and they carry above their heads numbers on a card.
Oh, and they show the number to the crowd.
No, they show the number to the crowd.
That's what it says.
Chris, do you want to go and see a boxing match?
Definitely.
Let me get my diary out here, and I'm going to see September the 15th. What am I doing then? Because if I'm, Oh, you pretty, pretty things.
I'm going on holiday.
Oh, you what?
I'm going on holiday today.
Today, are you?
Yeah, leaving about 4.
Whereabouts are you going?
Going to Portugal.
Oh, you're going to have a cracking time there.
I'll email when I get there.
All right, yes, please do.
How's last night's show go?
Brilliant, best one we've done.
Yeah.
Best Sunday night show we've done. Now, I'm supposed to be busy on that September the 15th, actually. But I could possibly move it. Should I go? All right, well, here we go. This is the theme of the show. Should I go to a boxing match?
Or not?
Or not.
What are you doing on that day, then, Ian?
I'm supposed to be meeting someone and doing some work with them in the evening. It's a Friday.
Friday.
I'm supposed to be meeting someone and doing something with them in the evening,
If we go there, Chris, it'd be a nice start to a weekend.
It'd be a lovely start, seeing two blokes beating the cack out of each other, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
I've never been to a boxing match, and I know, I'm slightly off balance. I don't know what's going on. Maybe I've gone deaf in one ear. It doesn't really matter.
No.
I'm not one of these people that is anti-boxing. I think boxing is kind of quite cool.
Does Chris like it?
I don't know. Shall we ask him?
Yeah.
Chris, do you like boxing?
Yeah, why not?
There we go, you see?
Why not?
He's a good lad, isn't he?
Yeah.
Well, OK, if anyone has got any fors or against, then I guess we can talk about that, I suppose. That's kind. I'm going to put this email into my saved file.
Got to pay for a new PSP, haven't I?
You got to pay for one?
PSP's gone dead now.
Oh, you're having a laugh, innit?
£5.
Oh, mate.
It's mad,
Oh, dear. Well, never mind.
That's all right.
They are good, though.
Yeah, what else on today's show, Ian?
Well, we'll be talking about, possibly loads of stuff. Chris's favourite film. Well, I'll tell you later.
Okay.
Teaser.
Teaser.
Me getting locked out of the flat. The gap you should have between people on the stairs. Trying to find out who presented the time, the place. Selling second-hand clothes on eBay. Swearing being bleeped out on the documentary of 9/11.
Yeah.
Tracy Torme is actually a boy's name. Cowboys are rubbish. Looking at women's clothes. Bus getting lost. Lead pipes. Rip-off ATMs.
Quite a lot, then.
Quite a lot of stuff. Now, whether we'll get that all in today, I don't know.
You might. I think Ask Anthony's gone down the drain now.
The Ask Anthony feature... Well, hang on, let's try it one more time.
Sure.
Maggie, would you like to ask Anthony?
Hello.
Hello, Maggie. How are you, darling?
I'm all right, sweetie pie. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad.
Not too bad.
How are you keeping then? How's your family?
No, right, no, hang on, no, steady on, Anthony.
Okay.
She's supposed to be asking you a question.
Sorry, go on then.
Maggie, it's time for you to ask Anthony.
Anthony, what team do you support?
Tottenham.
Oh, there we go. Well, maybe the feature lives and thrives, Anthony.
Yeah, maybe it does.
Have a lovely holiday.
Yeah, thank you. No email when I get there, mate.
Good lad, thank you very much. He's a nice boy, isn't he?
He seems like a nice boy.
Maggie. Wake up, Maggie, I think I got something to say
Go on, carry on.
to you.
Hello, you
Late
cunt.
September and you should be back at school. My
I
name...
was.
Yes.
Those were the dates.
Oh, there's the phone.
Yeah, I know, but I'm going to ignore it.
Well, go and get it, 'cause it's a bit irritating for me.
No, because...
You know, it's a bit
I'm at
rude.
work.
Oh, all right, fine. Fair play.
No, right.
What is that? That's the CB?
Yeah, I'm a controller.
Oh, for minicabs?
Yeah.
Oh, blimey.
License, I hate to say.
He's just turning into your street now.
No, I never lie.
No, all right.
Because the customer always comes back, me my cab.
But the cabs, the lights, I've had licensed cabs, and they're late. And so you phone up the controller, and they speak to the cabbie, and they come back, they say, oh, he's 5 minutes away. Someone's telling a lie somewhere.
Yeah. No, I never do. If I say my cab's going to be 10 minutes, it'll be 10 minutes. If I tell you half an hour, it will be half an hour.
Oh, blimey, don't mess around with
Well,
Maggie.
no, because there's no point, Ian, because the customer only comes back to you.
Maggie
and
may.
you get the grief on the phone.
Or Maggie may not, we just don't know yet.
Well, it depends on
So,
the food she's been done.
you've called in...
Yeah, about the time and the place.
Yeah.
The gentleman that used to present it was a man called Mike Scott.
What? Oh, blimey.
Sorry, he's gone now.
Mike Scott?
Mike Scott.
Right.
White-haired gentleman.
And he couldn't say his arse properly, and he talked a bit like that.
That's right.
Like an old man.
Very sadly, he ended up in a nursing home.
No!
In Maida Vale with Alzheimer's.
No, he didn't!
He did. He was very young at the time. I think he was only about 52, 53, because my daughter,
Yeah.
her mother-in-law used to nurse him.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is that why he stopped doing the time and the place?
I think it must have been, yeah.
So then what was Stapleton doing on the history of old TV shows, whatever it was called, saying he invented the time and the place?
Well, he was probably doing an E-League, getting into every show going back to the
Excuse
3
me.
days of whatever.
I've stopped doing those the old
You know this soup thing you do?
Celebrity Soup on Sky. Oh, what is it, on E! Entertainment Channel? Yes.
Oh, you don't get that on free on.
No,
Telewest?
you got to pay for a bit.
No, but you don't get it on Telewest either.
Do you not? Do you not?
No,
I think you might do.
because I wanted to see you with Nikki.
I think you do get it on Telewest.
Do you?
I might be wrong. Spend an afternoon having a flick over the telly.
Well, I will do my best.
Yes, see if you can find it.
I want to see how you get on with Nikki.
Oh, God, yeah.
Oh, that should be fun.
Yeah, it should be fun. Well,
how's your teeth, by the way?
Oh, blimey, it's like talking to my gran. And she's dead. Yeah, no, my teeth...
Oh, thank you.
No,
I love you too.
No, my teeth are fine now. I'm forgetting to brush them twice a day, though. I forget that. But
Because you'll end up like me. You'll be like a gummy bear.
has its bonuses, though. But no, steady on. It's 3:15 in the afternoon, for God's sakes. We can't make...
Really? Of course. It was midnight.
No, not at all.
I'm so used to the 3am at 10 o'clock on a Sunday night.
Oh, you abbreviated it to the 3am. I like that. Maggie, I've got to make a move.
Go on in, bye-bye.
But yeah, there we go. Potty but lovely old lady. It's time now to get the latest LBC 97.3 travel with Amanda Redman.
Thanks, Ian. Well, in the West End, we've got problems as the...
Julian.
Hello.
Hello, Julian.
Did I see you in St. Newington a couple of weeks ago?
No.
You were near the kebab shop.
Not me.
I thought I saw someone look like you.
You did see someone who looked like me, yes.
So it was you?
No, they look like me.
Okay. Are you going to Stoke Newington again soon?
I haven't been to Stoke Newington for about 6 months.
Are you in there in a couple of weeks again?
No.
Where are you going next so I can meet you?
I'm going as far away from you as possible.
Don't you like me or something?
No, I think you're a bit weird.
Why am I?
Yeah, we go. Okay. Chris is in the Beckton.
Ian,
Yes.
hello.
Hello, Chris.
Mike Scott used to do the time, the place.
Yes, we know.
John Stapleton.
We've just found that out, and apparently he's very, very poorly now.
Yes.
If indeed he's still with us, we're not
I
sure.
think he is.
Yeah.
But he's up in Manchester somewhere.
But he was good. But why? I don't my beef with the Stapleton is that he's on the History of the Old Telly saying that it was his idea to do the time, the place.
Well, I think it was Mike Scott's, actually.
Well, Mike Scott was doing it first.
Yeah, but I think it originated out of Granada, and Mike Scott used to work for Granada.
Okay, we're getting a little bit too... Oh, keep an eye out, see if my text is on this bit of... I sent a text to Sky News about Steve Irwin, the crocodile hunter, and I'm just seeing if they read it out. I was going to say something just then, and my mind has gone completely blank. There was an episode of The Time, the Place, when Chris Morris was on there. Did you ever see that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and a couple of others did it. Angela Rippon did it, I think,
right.
At one point as well.
Yes. Okay.
But it ended its life it never used to travel. It just used to stay in London the whole time.
Yes, they got bored of travelling, didn't they?
Yeah, it was in the ITM building.
Yeah. But no, the one with Chris Morris on he was a renowned TV prankster, and he was in the audience, and I can't remember, he did like a spoof. He pretended he'd written a novel, written a book about why men are afraid of breasts or something. It was very funny, I don't know. Anyway, thank you for that, Chris.
That's all right.
Good lad, there we go. He sounded a bit bemused. I was trying to get a conversation going with Chris, and he seemed unable, or unwilling, to go further. Now, I did mention about selling clothes on the eBay, and we've had an email about that, but I might have deleted it. Oh, no, here we go. Ian, you should sell clothes on eBay. I had a big box of older rock band T-shirts from years ago, getting old and musty, and we worked out that musty is, like, sort of damp and dusty. And murky. I washed them, picked out the best ones, and they sold for great money. For one Type O negative T-shirt, I got $80. What? Is this an American? The thing is, Agent Chris wishes to sell some clothes on the eBay. Now, I think it's a waste of time. You haven't got any Smashing Pumpkin T-shirts or anything like that, have you?
No, but I've got a couple of nice shirts.
How nice?
Kind of check. White check with a blue stitching.
And where are they from?
Next.
They're not going to go for more. You get like $5 for it.
There's $5 more than I had before.
But then you've got to post it and take pictures of it. Just take it to the Oxfam or Mary Curie or something, for goodness sakes, man. Come on, give a little.
Or give a little back.
Yeah, there we go. Give a little back what? A nice rub. 08709090973. I don't... It's like when I go... I used to go to car boot sales. You can... Anyway, I used to go to car boot sales. But the clothes I would never look at, because you don't want to get clothes from a car boot sale. Clothes are boring, man. You just want to get, like, gadgets and gizmos and ting. Gary's in the Marylebone.
Hello, mate.
Oh, it's Potty Mouth Gary.
Yeah. Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm...
I apologise for London for swearing on Ian Lee's show.
Okay, as long as that apology still holds true. Where the hell have you been?
I've been listening, bruv, yeah.
You've been inside, haven't you? have you been doing a little bit of bird?
A little bit of time, yeah. I've been doing a few birds, not a little bit.
Oh,
of birds,
dear
yeah.
God almighty.
How are you, mate? You all right?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Come, this boxing, you got to go see the boxing, eh?
And?
Yeah, you'll enjoy yourself.
Ian?
Yeah, well, I only done that because I know you get the ump to it. I heard you with the other guys the other day, yeah?
Well, then don't do it. Don't wind me up. My name is Ian. It's very simple.
All right.
Thank you, Gar. So, because, okay, so I've invited to this boxing. Me and Chris have invited to the boxing, and you think it's worth doing?
Oh, you got to go, mate. Yeah, you'll love it, yeah.
The thing is, though, they have all the rubbish. They have like a dozen fights before, don't they?
Yeah. Yeah, but they're the best. I'm not, look, to be truthful, I'm not going to see, Junior Witter. I've got these two other kids on there, Billy Cochran and John O'Donnell.
Billy what?
Billy Cochran.
Cochran.
Sounds like a singer, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does sound like a singer, doesn't it?
Yeah, but he's a good fighter.
Yeah, but so is it? Because the thing is, I don't mind a bit of boxing at home. I like watching a bit of boxing on the telly. What's it like? What's it going to be like? Me going there?
Oh, it's live, Ian. It's different grades. Seriously, you know what I mean? I mean, you get to. You know, like you watch it on the telly, you see them punch. You don't realise how hard they're getting it unless you're sitting there. You know what I mean? Yeah.
And now I'm doing a little bit of the boxercise.
Yeah, that's right. You'll appreciate it.
I will appreciate the intricacy, and it's Ali Pally. It's literally a 10-minute walk from me.
It's fucker. It's a nice gaff, and it's a nice venue. Yeah.
I'm up for this, man. I might see if I can shift the thing I'm doing.
Come here. I want to meet you anyway.
Sorry.
No, that put you off.
Yeah, well, hang on a second. Yeah, the thing is...
Yeah.
Now, Gary, I imagine you, from your voice...
Yeah, go on.
About 5'2", blonde but balding at the back.
Yeah.
And sort of ugly, like ratty, Weasley little fella.
Yeah.
Is that close?
Yeah, no, innit, you'll be all right.
All right, okay, fine. Well, yeah, maybe. And are the thank you, the round card girls?
Yeah.
Are they lovely?
Well, there they will be. Yeah. I mean, you go to the smallest shows. Sometimes they're a bit rank, mate. But they're proper posh show. That'd be nice. Yeah.
But they get some proper posh birds, will they?
Oh yeah.
Wicked.
Blinders, yeah.
Nothing sexist about that. But so you go to the dirty little backstreet fights as well, do you?
Oh yeah, go to them all, mate. Yeah.
Why do you like it so much?
I used to be a pro boxer, didn't I?
Oh God, you did not.
Yeah, afraid so, mate.
Did you?
Yeah. So you be careful what you're saying to me.
Yeah,
all right?
I'll stop dissing you. Well, Gary, in that case, I'm going to think about it.
All right, mate. Nice one.
There we go. Lovely. We're invited to a boxing match. I'm sorely tempted to have a... Any? Can we just not have any jokes about rings, about getting beat? Just none of that. Do you know what I mean? It's the afternoon. They're not back at school yet, are they? We've still got another few days of them. God almighty. 0870 90 90 and 973 is the number that James in Slough has called.
Ian, how you doing?
James, how's my hometown?
Not bad, but it's a bit better weather today than it was over the weekend.
Okay, fine. So weird start to the show today, isn't it?
Very weird. Well, and my question's already been answered as well, so I feel a bit stupid now. So.
Well, then put the phone down.
Exactly. I thought it was Robert Kilroy Silk who you were thinking of. I thought you were thinking of...
No, he used to present Kilroy.
I know, that's why I was making a mistake there.
No.
No. And he talked a bit dodgy as well, didn't he?
The silver fox.
He did.
What? Can people hear me? Can you hear me properly, James?
Yes, I can, yeah.
Okay, fine. Kilroy Silk was his own show, which was like the BBC's posh version of it that wasn't quite as effective. Well, it was posh because it was him, but it was still, the lowest common denominator.
It was, yeah. Terrible.
They should have more shows like that, man.
They should.
Yeah. Just going to answer with, like, 2-word agreements, are you?
Sad news about Steve Irwin, isn't it?
Oh, you said it. Is it? Yeah, it's very sad that a man's dead.
Well, no, but it was an accident waiting to happen, wasn't it? Yeah.
Can I speak honestly and be open here?
Yeah.
Very sad that a man has died in horrible circumstances. And obviously, very sad for the family. But didn't everyone think he was a bit of an idiot?
Well,
I'm not saying that to be, I'm not saying that to be disrespectful to the dead. I've always thought that. He was a bit of an idiot. And I heard Ferrari this morning banging on about, almost as if the Pope had died. It was just that fella that used to hang around crocodiles.
Absolutely.
I can't...
And nearly feed his children to one as well.
Well, he held his... I'm surprised. I'm not saying this to be controversial and be offensive, and, I'm sure no one is being offended by it, but I'm surprised the amount of press it's got, and the amount of upset there seems to be.
Right.
James, you're not very talkative today, are you?
No, I was listening to what you're saying, Ian.
OK, lovely. Well, you could listen and then maybe try to respond as well.
And the award for stylish, affordable...
show. There we go. OK, 0870 90 90 973. Kind of an odd, slow start to the show. I tell you what, because I'm knackered. So we did the Triple M show last night, and if you missed it, it was the best one we've done. Ever, I think, quite easily. Is it on the podcast yet? Is that up? And it'll be loading this afternoon. Chris assures me in my ear. Sure, it means in about 3 weeks' time. But it's well worth a listen. But it means I got home quite late, and then I couldn't sleep, and then I woke up early, and like you're interested, you couldn't give a monkeys. So we've discovered that John Stapleton didn't start the time, the place. I'm confused. He's allowed to go on telly and claim that he did. Is selling clothes on eBay a good idea? And, oh God, all kinds of stuff. 0870 90 90 973. More of your calls after the news. Chris and I are having a row about who drove home responsibly the best last night. And I maintain I drove more responsibly than you did, for goodness sakes.
But I got to the location we were driving responsibly to first.
Oh, it was a race, was it? You admitting on the radio that you raced a car?
No.
Good. Illegal. So, 0870 9090 973 is the phone number. I do sound, I know I'm not supposed to bang on about this, I do sound odd in my ears. It sounds a bit trebly, but then I might have a cold. I've got a handkerchief. For the first time in ages, it's a proper handkerchief. Don't flinch away, Helen, it's fine. Have a look. It's quite clean. There's nothing, it's good having a handkerchief. It makes you feel, just like a man. Makes you feel manly having a handkerchief. And no one says handkerchief properly, they always say handkerchief. It's handkerchief, if you're going to speak. Say it for me, Sam, it's handkerchief.
It's always been handkerchief.
Thank you. You get these idiots who say handkerchief.
Yeah, it's completely wrong.
Oh, does that mean something else?
Lack of pronunciation in these modern times.
Exactly, shameful.
Yes.
You've called in, though, for something. What is it?
Yeah, but rather irresponsibly, Chris hasn't told you what I've called in for.
Of course not.
He didn't ask me.
Oh. He used to, in the old days. Let me explain how it works here. We have a screen here with 10 lines, of which only 4 are filled at the moment. I'm in trouble. And normally, in the old days, Chris would type on the screen a little brief summary, in 4 or 5 words of what the caller was going to say. He stopped doing that. He hasn't done that for about a month.
Well, technically, I can just talk about anything now, can't I?
Technically, you can, yes. I'm flying blind here.
Well, first of all, I agree with you about the croc man.
No offence to blind pilots, by the way.
But,
yes, no... again, no disrespect or offence and all of those things, but he was an idiot, wasn't he?
Well, I think the other thing that struck me as odd, and James O'Brien picked up on this, was, how the Australian Prime Minister was crying on live TV.
Yes, he was crying.
I just can't imagine in this country that we'd the same kind of tribute be paid to David Bellamy.
Yes, Tony Blair would be bawling his eyes out, B-A-W-L. If I had to do an interview today, not ironically at all, I was going to say, with an Australian radio station about some old nonsense, and the guy said to me, "Okay, mate, it'd be good, if you can give us a few laughs on this National Day of Mourning," and I thought he was joking, so I started laughing. He said, "What are you laughing at, mate?" I said, "What, you're talking about the alligator fella? Everyone's saying," he goes, "Yeah, we're all real deeply shocked to have you." I'm doing an Australian accent, by the way.
Yeah.
We're all deeply shocked to have you here by Steve Irwin's death, mate. So, what? He was just, and again, I don't want to bang on about it too much because it will sound like I'm being deliberately offensive. But it was just that bloke who used to do that programme on a Sunday afternoon that wasn't that good, and he was a bit of a fool.
I'll tell you what it is, Ian. They've got less celebrities than we have.
Now, that's a very good point. They do. What celebrities... Let's compile a list.
Okay.
What celebrities do Australia have now that Steve Irwin has gone? They have...
Kylie.
They have Kylie, and therefore they have Danny as well.
Yep.
Mel Gibson isn't Australian.
So is Guy Pearce.
No, but Mel Gibson isn't Australian.
No, he isn't.
No, it's a big myth. He's not Australian. I think he's American, but was brought up in Australia. I think I'm right on that.
Well, that doesn't count.
So no, they can't have Mel Gibson. Guy Pearce isn't a celebrity anymore.
No, he was in a couple of good movies. That's one good movie.
Okay, and so far, okay, who else have they got?
Rolf Harris, but he lives over here.
We'll give them Rolf Harris. I wish they'd take him. That's 3 Australian celebrities.
Peter Andre?
Yeah, it was celebrities we're talking about.
Sorry, I thought you said Z-list. Yes, exactly. I think that's the thing. They haven't got... When they lose a celebrity, it is a National Day of Mourning, because they only had 3 or 4 to start off with.
God damn them. Okay, well, if anyone, knows any more, then give us a call, and I don't know, we'll make a list and then we'll bury it. So, but Sam, have we... Okay, but without giving away too much, have we even approached the topic that you called in to talk about?
Not in the slightest.
Wow, this is exciting, because we're getting a lot from you.
Yes, but I feel like Philip from South Nord saying this, and he should have called in instead of me, about the Mike Scott, John Stapleton thing, but I have got the answer, if you want it.
Okay.
Not very interesting.
Okay, I saw John Stapleton on the history of the old telly shows saying that he got the idea for the time and the place when he was watching a show in America, but he wasn't the first presenter, Mike Scott was.
Yeah, Mike Scott was, and he started in 1987, and he presented it till they had an overlap anyway, where John Stapleton was covering for him a couple of...
Oh, yeah, it was like his holiday cover.
Yeah, and then he got the gig when Mike backed out. And when he got the gig, they had a format change, and it was far more kind of involving the audience, running around inside the audience, far more Zoo TV.
Zoo TV. Now, didn't Jonathan Ross have a show called Zoo TV?
Yes, he did, I believe.
It was rubbish, wasn't it, if I remember?
Yeah. It was one of the lesser efforts of the excellent Mr. Ross.
Yeah, and I remember Steve Coogan was on it as well. Anyway, so going off on a tangent here, but why the hell not? But Stapleton could lay some claim to changing the format.
He jazzed it up a bit, but also, an interesting thing, if you go onto IMDb and type in the time and the place, it only has John Stapleton and some other unknown guy, who was probably the guy filling in for him. It doesn't mention Mike Scott. So John Stapleton probably thought, well, you know, if anyone checks, Mike Scott's name's not attached.
He's rewritten... So Stapleton is a revisionist.
Yes, but what else has John Stapleton got to be proud of?
Lynn Foldswood.
Well, fair enough.
Yeah. I don't know. No, I don't like Stapleton. I mean, I've never met the fella. I'm sure he's a lovely bloke. I'm sure. But he just comes across as a little bit, I'm John Stapleton. I'm a little bit... Do you know what I mean? I'm sure he's a nice fella. I'm sure he's wonderful to work with and a fantastic husband, etc. But there's something about him I don't trust.
It's the hair. It's the hair, isn't it? There's something wrong with the hair.
I think you could be onto something there. Sam, thank you very much for that.
No problem.
Excellent contribution. Betty's in the Bognor.
Oh, I'm devastated.
Oh, my
I'm
love.
devastated beyond words. I'm almost breaking down. Can't you hear me? And that's what we do when we get bad news.
Yes.
We weep a bit.
Yeah.
I don't know how to say it.
Now, as an Australian...
That's the end of my crocodile shoes and handbags.
Yes. He was a crocodile hunter. How many crocodiles did he actually kill?
Oh, he didn't kill them, my
Right, well,
darling.
that's-
I think he made love to them, didn't he?
Oh, I don't steady on that one.
He kissed them.
He did kiss them.
He kissed them.
Yes, that's not hunting, though, technically, is it? Well,
I've kissed people I've hunted for in the past. It was years ago.
So, obviously, you're very, very sad at his death.
Can't you hear it? Can't you see my tears? Can't you...
I can hear...
Imagine me crying.
Well,
Yes. Here, I'm doubled over.
All right, steady on. I can hear some kind of,
I'm
alcohol.
Distressed.
Yes.
No, it's not it. I'm sick of you calling me an alcoholic. I want to fight you.
Oh, God almighty, you really have been drinking.
I haven't had a drink since... What's the time now?
There we
22.
go.
Oh, no, don't be like
No.
that, sweetheart. We always end up falling out, you and I.
Let's be friends.
Let's be friends.
Let's
get on.
Let's
anyway,
get on.
listen, I'll be the judge of who the Australian celebrities are.
Okay,
I'm Nellie Melba.
Oh.
I'm Nellie Melba.
Okay, she was a dancer, wasn't she?
No, she was an opera singer.
Oh, it's close. It's, both... and she has a... Does she have a pudding? No, that's Pavlova I'm thinking of. Or was that Pavlov? No, he was the dogs.
That's an interesting one. No, now hang on. There is a connection.
Right.
The Pavlova. I've got a feeling you're cleverer than I thought you were, my
Thank
darling.
you.
I've got a feeling
Yes.
that Pavlova was made for Dame Nellie Melba. I think it was.
Yes, it was, wasn't it?
Have I got it right?
You've won today's Star Prize.
Oh, thanks. When do I get it, my darling?
Star Prize.
And what is it?
It's the Star Prize.
And what is it?
It's today's Star
It's
Prize.
not a crocodile handbag, is
It's not, no.
Oh, what is it?
It's the lovely pen that I'm holding now. Can you hear this?
Beautiful.
It's let me give you a little description.
How are you going to get it to Bognor Regis?
It's a Bic medium. Well, no, I'm afraid we can't send it out to you.
Not a big medium.
You have to come and collect it, Betty.
Hang on, I'm ringing the cab now. Oh, I haven't got another phone.
Okay, well,
I'll just go and stand out on the street.
Yes.
With a sign, take me.
Yes, there we go.
LBC.
We'll see you very soon there. Malcolm!
What's up?
Yo!
Now, Ian, why do you think Steve Irwin was an idiot?
Listen, can we, I will keep reiterating this because I don't want people to think I'm doing this to be shocking and offensive. Not at all. It's come up in conversation. I was asked what I thought of Steve Irwin. I have given my genuine opinion. Okay. Well, this is, I'll say this again later on, but it's very sad, and obviously very sad for his family and all of that. Why do I think he was an idiot? Because I found his, the way he presented his shows irritating. I don't think they gave anywhere near enough information about the subject matter. I thought he was stupid for dangling a baby over a crocodile, and that pretty much sums it up.
So it's not that much then, because...
Well, hang on. It's his career and his lifestyle, yeah.
I think he was He was a very good presenter.
Why?
I think he brought to light about snakes, about crocodiles.
You think he talked a lot about snakes?
No, he brought to life. You know what I mean? For
He
the British public.
He brought to life snakes.
He brought snakes into the home.
He better not have done.
Courage.
He better not have done. I'll be furious.
What?
If there's a snake in my home because of him, I'll be furious.
Look, he had a lot of courage. That guy. He took nature as his home.
Right.
You know,
Courage or stupidity. Those words are interchangeable.
Look, he was a great guy. When I heard that this morning that he died, I almost crashed my car. Because I think
you did not almost crash your car.
Well, my heart almost stopped. It was like,
hang on a minute. So you almost crashed your car, and your heart almost stopped at the news that the crocodile hunter had died.
I think he was a great guy. He was sort of the Ray Mears of animals.
Who's Ray Mears?
Do you know Ray Mears?
No.
He's a guy, English guy, goes around telling you how to survive in the bush, make a spoon out of a tree. He's like a great guy as well, Ray Mears.
Make a spoon out of a tree?
Yep.
How do you make a spoon out of a tree?
Well, you can use stones, and he carves it out.
Wow. And what use would a spoon be in the bush?
Well, basically, he was using it to eat his food he found when he got ant's nest.
Yeah.
And he got the ants to take all the food to the top of the nest, and he cooked it up with a few herbs.
Wow.
How to survive in the jungle.
That's interesting. But some idiot dangling a baby over a crocodile is stupid.
No, he didn't always do that. What about when he was chasing snakes around, showing you about the snake?
But why was he chasing... oh, blimey, this snake's bitten me, mate. What a surprise. You've just whacked it in the head.
Yeah, but he sort of took the taboos out of snakes, how they're...
He took the taboos out of snakes. Time now to get the latest LBC 97.3 travel news with Amanda Redman.
Thanks, Ian. Well,
Imran Ali has sent me a very stroppy email. Ian, I can't believe what you just said about Steve Irwin. Bearing in mind, I wasn't going to talk about Steve Irwin. I was asked for my honest opinion of what I thought about him. I'm being honest, okay? I'm what's the word I'm looking for? Anyway, praising it? No, that means subbing it down, doesn't it? What was it when you're saying something before something? Anyway, I'm saying that I don't want to offend anybody, but this is... Anyway, precursoring? I'm pre-something. It's...
Preempting.
No, preempting is when you anticipate something. Anyway, I'm preing it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so Imran Ali has written, Ian, I can't believe what you said about Steve Irwin. Even if you didn't like him, for me, he was part of my childhood. Irrelevant. Growing up watching his TV shows was a habit for me every weekday. Irrelevant. He has had a major impact on my views of wildlife. Irrelevant. And has contributed a lot in awareness of endangered species. He shall be remembered dearly. I cannot believe your insensitivity towards such a nice person and a father of three. Ian Lee, you've reached a new low. Most of that's irrelevant. The stuff about how he's affected your life, Imran, is irrelevant to me. But I've reached a new low? Wow.
You haven't been very kind, have you?
Excuse me?
You haven't been very kind, Ian.
To whom, Marion?
Him and his family, actually. I saw his father crying on television.
Oh, bloody hell.
Quite
I think I've been very kind to his family by saying, listen, Marion, someone asked me what I thought about him. And I said what I thought about him. Just because he's dead, I'm not going to lie and say, oh, man, Steve Irwin's dead. I'm crying here. I'm going to go and watch all my Steve Irwin DVDs. I was asked a question. I answered it honestly.
Well, I guess that's your way.
What? But that's my way to tell the truth? Yes, it is, Marion.
Yes.
Yes, it is. My way is to tell the truth. My way is the truth and the light.
Oh, you sound like Tony Blair.
Yeah, well, yes. Yeah.
All I called in about, actually, was you said about anybody famous coming from Australia.
Oh, yes, we're compiling the list of famous Australians.
Right. What about Clive James?
Oh, yeah, no, we'll have him. Yeah, definitely.
Yes.
Yep.
And Dame Edna Everage.
We've got her.
Yes, I thought you had her, actually, earlier. And what, I can't remember the name of that swimmer who was only what age and he got how many gold medals?
No. Swimmers don't count as celebrities. Okay. No, swimming's not something to be proud of. You should be ashamed of your skill at swimming.
Oh, come on.
Well, what's the point of applauding? Marion, you've got a very odd view of the world.
Have I?
Oh, yes.
Well, what's yours like, then, if mine is odd?
Yes, exactly.
You sound like Ian.
Anything else, Marion? Oh, she's gone. Marion to Mario.
Hello, Ian.
Hello, mate.
Hello. Ian.
Oh, God blimey, yes.
They weren't saying that a few months ago when he dangled his little boy in front of that crocodile, was they?
Thank you. At last, a voice of reason that's not been touched by sentimentality is called in.
You know what? Sometimes people have got to be real, man. You know what I mean? This guy going around bugging animals, picking on snakes on the stone and showing you. You know, you take a chance in life. That's what his job was. He took a chance in life, and the animal that ended up killing him, or the mammal that ended up killing him, that they didn't expect it. It's one of these things in life, you know, and you know, a few months ago, that's not what everyone was saying. Everyone was, how, you know, you can't do that. And now, you know, he goes to do something underwater, and gets killed by a fish, a stingray, and everyone's like, you know, the guy went round. You know, all the animal rights people. I think they ain't gonna be disappointed. But it's a sad thing, you know. When a life's gone, you know, we all got to mourn on it.
It's very sad when someone dies.
Absolutely.
Very sad when someone leaves kids behind. That's the saddest thing. Is the kids.
Absolutely. I mean, he is a family man.
Yeah.
But it's just the life he took. And the thing is he's had those kids, and you know, he wants to proceed his life in that manner, going around like still playing around with dangerous animals. It's one of them things that's happened, and. It wasn't
But there's no point.
but it happened.
There's no point in people lying and rewriting history and saying, "Oh my God,
exactly.
Steve Irwin is my hero."
And people are doing things. Things are happening, you know. And next minute, people are wanting to turn around like little girlies, or little, you know, and start crying, "Oh, this and that." But they're not saying that when he was like having rattlesnakes with venomous killing power. You know what I mean? They're thinking, "What an idiot. What is he doing that for?" Do you know what I mean? Be real, man.
Venomous killing power. Hey, Mara, going off on a tangent, like, 'cause I don't want to do the whole show just me arguing with people about Steve Irwin. Have you ever sold clothes on the eBay?
Yeah.
Have you?
Yeah, I did put clothes, but then I didn't get it sold because I was getting a lot of con artists from Nigeria saying that, they want to send me checks and that. And
they pop up, don't they?
You know,
You send the goods, they'll send the payment when they've got it, or they'll send you a check for 2 months.
You know what I did in the end? My brother was going on holiday. I just gave it to him to take home for the poor children. You know what I mean? And you know what? They were so appreciated to get that.
Mario, listen, I've got to make a move, but thank you very much for that. 0870 9090 973. Which of the wireless show? Talking about the boxing, the Jason, this guy that has invited me, has sent us pictures of the ring card girls. Or Chris and I have had to choose two, and we've chosen Holly and Vicky. Let's go to Alex, who's dans la Paris avec le français.
Good afternoon, Ian.
Good afternoon.
How are you today?
Prefacing. I am prefacing.
I hope it doesn't make you feel ill.
No, the prefacing is when I'm prefacing my statement about Steve Irwin by saying I feel sorry for his children. There we go, you see?
Good.
Thank you.
You asked for the famous Australian.
Yes.
I have the Frank Ifield.
Frank Ifield?
Yes.
Is he Australian?
I thought he was Australian.
We'll put him down. I thought he was English, but I could be wrong.
I thought he came from Australia.
And what was his big hit?
I remember you, but I don't remember whether he was Australian. I thought he was.
Well, let's put him down and we'll put a question mark beside him.
Okay.
And we'll see.
You have the other one, not the one with the crocodile, but he did the animal program, Ralph Harris.
Rolf Harris, we've got Rolf Harris, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Then I don't know anymore.
Well, Alex, thank you very much for that.
You're very welcome.
Au revoir.
Au revoir.
He's a nice caller. Imran, stop emailing me silly emails and calling you bottler. Apologise, Ian. It's one thing to try and make a topic and be controversial. It's a totally different to use the death of what so many people consider and icon, and loved by so many people, and invited into the homes of many families during his time on TV, and to use his death as a ploy to be controversial and be so insensitive. Use a full stop, Imran, for God's sakes. I, like many people I know, are devastated by his death. Devastated? Shut up. Come on the radio and talk about it. Listen. Oh, God, I'm getting angry now. I might play some music later on. David's in the Surbiton.
Yeah, Ian.
Yes,
really,
David.
what is this fuss about? I mean, the guy was a C-list celebrity at the best of times, self-satisfying, smug, idiot, frankly, that, well, best known in my opinion for dangling his own child in front of a crocodile, and he died.
Yeah.
I don't quite get it.
I don't get Imran saying he's devastated. I don't really want to dwell on Steve Irwin for the whole show because it's a man's dead and the kids haven't got a dad and stuff like that.
It's sad when anyone dies.
Of course.
You know,
but yes, the furore that's erupted up around him and the
good word.
It is a good word, isn't it? Not totally appropriate in this circumstance, but I thought I'd throw it in anyway. It isn't. It doesn't really fit. But it's a little bit misplaced and odd considering, generally people thought he was an idiot.
Well, yeah, this is it, and you'll probably find in about a month's time the News of the Screws will come up with some story about how he's a complete git anyway.
Well, I don't know about that. I wouldn't like to. Let's move away from Steve Irwin because I don't really want to, unless you can throw something different. Into the... no, it's not even an argument. Just listen, I was just asked what my opinion was. I'm not going to lie about it, and go, it's... I trust you. Anyway, OK, 08709090973 is the telephone number. You can email iain@lbc.co.uk. We'll have more of your calls and your emails. I nearly said texts then, and we haven't done texts for ages. After the latest LBC 97.3 news.
And it looks so gay on the trams as well, following a problem there earlier on.
He does say gay, though, doesn't he? That's from the other day. Jonathan's in the Hammersmith. Jonathan!
Oh, hello, Ian. Are you all right?
Have you sold clothes on eBay?
Well, funny you should mention that.
Is it?
Because I've written a list now. Your topics are so... I have to write lists because I'm getting old and I can't remember.
Yes.
I did once, I had some pink tutus I wanted to get rid of.
Some pink tutus?
Yeah, they were from school when I used to do dancing, and I just I'm a bit old for that now.
Yes.
And I got rid of them all right. Yeah.
I couldn't be bothered. I've sold stuff on the eBay. I've dropped a pen there. Hang on a second. Where's that gone? Oh, blimey. I sold DVDs and games and videos and ting on the thing. And it's a bit fiddly. You've got to take pictures of it, but I couldn't be bothered with clothes. I could just give them to a charity shop. It's not worth it. I know that Agent Chris, my producer, has got a stack load of clothes that he's talking about selling and getting rid of. He's going to make, 30 quid tops?
Yeah, I mean, seriously, I made a lot more on the pink tutus, but I had a job lot anyway. But what was it you said about Chris had a T-shirt or something, didn't he? What was that?
He had a shirt with, stripes on or something.
Yeah, was that all? Nothing really.
No. Any trousers, Chris, you got for sale?
Pair of joggers.
What's that?
Tight leather ones? No.
Joggers?
Like tracksuit joggers.
Oh, tracksuit trousers.
Nice pair of tight leather ones, no?
No leather gear.
Oh, right, that's a shame. The other thing was famous Australian...
Famous Australians.
Jurassic Park, what was he called?
Sam Neill.
Sam Neill.
Sam Neill, yeah, he's on that film about that boat, isn't he? Where it's just him and his wife.
You know, I'd like to put right at the top of my list is Betty, of course, but she's not really famous, but I'd like to put her on the top of mine.
She's... yes.
Yeah?
No, she doesn't count as a celebrity. Phoning up a radio station does not count as celebrity.
It does. They're boxing. The other thing about boxing is I love a good boxing, man. I've never been to a live one.
No.
But I've watched on the telly, and there is something a little bit alluring, isn't there, about...
It's kind of coming back in fashion, because it was popular. Then everyone was like, oh, no, you shouldn't have two men punching the cack out of each other. But I don't see a problem with it.
Well, I don't. If you see, those people want to ban it. If you banned it, it would go to backstreet fighting, which is much worse.
Bare knuckle fighting in the back of a pub. Come on! Oh, I'd like to see that. Spit and sawdust.
I think you do that, definitely.
Yes.
Boy, for that. You run around the car park. You could have a boxing match with John Gaunt, couldn't you?
Daunty, I'll take that. So, you think that Chris and I should go?
I think you should both go, because I think you'd have a good laugh.
Yeah.
And I think it's a bit of fun. I know it sounds, it's a sport and heavy, but it's actually quite skillful. It's knacking. You know that training you've been
in. Oh, yeah.
Because I used to box at school, because we had no choice. We had to, I didn't like it because I wasn't very good at it, but it was tiring. I only used to do three-minute rounds, and you'd be absolutely pooped after them.
I think, yes, no one has called in to say, oh, you shouldn't go to boxing, it's really, really bad. So maybe things have
haven't, have they?
maybe attitudes have changed.
I'm surprised nobody's had a go at you about this.
AC/DC are Australian.
Who? Oh, they're not, are they?
They're Australian, of course they are.
Oh,
hang on, I've got to dig out a bit of AC/DC.
Oh, yeah, I like a bit of AC/DC.
Here we go. Let's have a bit of AC/DC. AC/DC, excellent. Well, the list is getting bigger and better.
Oh, if I could have long hair now, I could do a whole headbanging thing, couldn't I? Like the dancing
Yes, you could, Jonathan, but instead I'm going to cut you off.
Yeah.
There we go. 0870 9090 973 is the phone number. Toby!
Hi there, Ian.
What was that noise? Is that you going... What were you doing then?
That's my impression of one of Australia's biggest A-list celebrities.
Do it again. Skippy the kangaroo.
Exactly.
I'm not having any non-human celebrities on this list.
And what about Flipper the Porpoise?
Flipper wasn't Australian.
Wasn't he?
Flipper was American.
Oh, sorry, it's a bit before my time.
Was Flipper a porpoise? I thought he was a dolphin. Before your time, for goodness sakes. No, we're only having humans, despite the fact that Rolf Harris is on the list. He's the only exception.
Well, I think the only person bigger than Skippy is Rolf Harris, isn't he? Apart from AC/DC.
AC/DC. What was their Ball Breaker? That was their...
A Whole Lot of Rosie.
Whole Lot of Rosie.
Yeah,
and he used to dress up as a schoolboy, didn't he? One of them?
I think he still does.
Angus Young?
Angus Young, yeah. He's about 59 now, but he still does. He's got a velvet blazer.
Wow.
And a pair of shorts.
You've got to love that, haven't you?
Well. Perhaps 30 years ago.
Yeah, maybe. Thank you, Toby. Richard's in the Oakwood.
Hi, Ian.
I'm going to sneeze.
Ian, don't sneeze. I'm on air.
OK, I'll try not to, but if it happens, it happens.
I love you, mate.
I love you too, man.
I haven't spoken to you for a good few days now.
Thank God you're not recording this phone call.
Well, guess what?
You are, but it's not beeping.
Yeah, I've done it so that I don't annoy you with the beeping because I was so embarrassed the last few times.
Fantastic.
Hi, Ian. Everyone in the office is saying hi. Pete and Raj, say hi. And also, Ian...
Hang on, you work? You sound about 15.
Oh, Ian, I'm 23. I get ID for cigarettes still.
I always thought you were about 15.
Thanks, mate. I'm going to create a MySpace thing just so you can see it. And I've got loads of songs about you that I've been writing and recording.
Oh, go on, sing us one.
On air, so you can use them live on the radio. Ian, my parents are in Portugal. They wanted to say hello as well, but they can't obviously be here to say hello.
Sing us one of your songs.
There's, different songs about Chris and about you. And,
well, go on, sing one.
Ian is the man. But I've got to play you because it's got guitars.
Okay, fine.
Strings.
Sounds good. Yeah.
How you doing, mate?
I'm all right. You know.
Did you hear me the other day with Lynn from Forest Gate?
Where?
On Clive Bull show.
No, I missed that.
She kept on saying she'd been to Manchester. I asked her about 10 times where she'd been. I thought it was hilarious.
No, I missed that. I shall check it out on one of Clive's podcasts.
Please do, mate. I'm going to forward you some songs, and I will call you with my MySpace information as soon as it's set up.
So you've called in to say you're going to call in the future with some information. So that your phone call today is to say, in a few weeks' time, I'm going to call you with information.
Basically, yes.
Wow.
Sorry to bore you.
Not boring, just very odd.
Okay.
Good lad.
How's the show been?
Yeah, you know. It was nice for him to tease up what he's going to be doing in the future. It's kind of exciting, isn't it, really? 0870 90 90 973 is the phone number. The email address is iain@lbc.co.uk. Oh, God, look at... Oh, dear, see, that's all started already, you see? You see those there? That's, God, blimey. And I'm the one that's getting email abuse, and that's what's being sent to me. Sorry, 0870 90 90 973. We'll speak to Danny in the East Ham after we've had a little bit of these. If you're a... Yes, Danny.
Hello, fella, how's it going?
It's going all right.
Lovely jubbly. Australians.
Oh, yeah. Oh, by the way, we're compiling a list of Australian celebrities. Sam Neill is from New Zealand.
Oh, right.
So he's off the list. And I'm sure that Mel Gibson isn't Australian.
I think he is, fella.
I think he isn't, and everyone, it's a myth that I think he was born in America and was brought up in Australia, but he's technically an American.
Well, I'm not right into him trying to argue with you, fella.
Well, I don't know, geezer. But if anyone knows, one way or the other, 0870 90 90 973.
What about Nicole Kidman?
Is she, yeah, I suppose she is, isn't she? Yeah, we'll put her down.
Yeah, she is. I would. She's lovely. What about the bird in Emmerdale Farm works behind a bar?
The bird in Emmerdale. Let me think. The bird in Emmerdale Farm who had a bar. Oh,
No, works behind the bar.
she was in
Home and Away.
Home and Away.
The head teacher.
She was a bit dippy in Home and Away, wasn't she? Big.
Yeah, she's got large.
Yes, large eyes.
Hello, oi, oi.
Yeah, steady. Are you? You sound a little bit frustrated, Daniel.
Yeah, married son.
There we go. Right. Yes.
What about Jason Donovan?
Oh, yeah, well, does he? Well, I suppose he does, doesn't he? Yeah, we'll put him down.
Yeah.
So, Jason Donovan and that bird... I'm just writing this down so we don't know her name. Behind the bar in Emmerdale.
What about the geezer who sung on that song, Mona?
Oh, God, sing a bit for us.
Hey, Mona. Ooh, Mona, my song is rubbish, and that's why I never done another one.
I don't think Craig McLaughlin and Check 1-2 count as celebrities, to be honest.
No,
Although,
neither do I, really. Jason Donovan, put their names up.
in my mum's downstairs toilet, I have she has a signed picture of Craig McLaughlin where he's pretending to have a wee and be caught.
Is that in the toilet?
It's on the shelf behind the toilet, yes.
Does it make you go number 2 quicker?
Yes, you're a very mucky man, aren't you, Daniel?
No, not really. Sad, don't be like that, eh?
Yeah. Oh, hang on, don't get all upset on me.
Hey, Ian, I just wondered, right, because your profile, when people look at you,
Yes.
are you into women? Or are you into the fellas?
Are you asking am I heterosexual or homosexual?
Yes.
I'm heterosexual.
Are you sure?
Mm.
Well, because it's just like, if you look at it, you've got a cat called Velvet who chases big moths.
Yeah.
You drive a big girl's car, Peugeot 106 Estate.
205.
And I would never really talk about your girlfriend. You used to have one called Fifi, but apparently the woman who does Sunday, Caroline Faraday, said that was a myth.
No. When did she say that?
4 months ago, mate.
There we go, you see. No, I am not responsible for my cat eating moths. My car is a Peugeot 205, and Fifi and I split up.
Oh, did ya?
Yeah.
I've had it, mate. Have you got one in the pipeline?
Have I got one in the pipeline? What does that mean? I think we'll stop it there before we work out what the phrase one in the pipeline means. Dear God almighty. Joseph's in the Bracknell.
Oh, Ian, I called up with some famous Australians.
Okay, I
was talking to Chris when you were talking to the guy called before that. Did he mention Mel Gibson?
Mel Gibson's not Australian.
He's not?
I don't think he is.
I thought he was.
I thought, look, Chris, what do you're putting a wry face as though you think you're cleverer than me.
I think he's Irish.
Oh, what?
Seriously.
Well,
he's not Australian. He might be Irish, actually.
Okay, well, let's put him on hold then. How about
Let's put Gibson on hold, and we'll get conclusive proof one way or the other.
How about Ned Kelly?
What? He was a criminal about 100 years ago.
Yeah, they made a film about him, though.
They made a film about him.
Did anyone say Danny Minogue yet?
Yeah, Danny Minogue was number 2.
Olivia Newton-John?
Danny Minogue is like a million times sexier than Kylie Minogue.
Yeah, I agree.
She is stunning, man.
She is.
But I met Danny Minogue, and she is on telly. She looks quite big and buxom, and you could put her in your pocket and smuggle her out of Tesco's.
Did you though?
I did not put her in my pocket and smuggle her out of Tesco's. No. Olivia Newton-John. Yes, we'll have her.
What about Men at Work?
Oh, shut up. They don't count.
Well, it's not there, Australian. We're scraping the bottom of the barrel now.
Yeah, exactly. But they're not celebrities. I want proper international superstars. Is what I'm after.
They had some hits abroad, didn't they?
Well, the Land Down Under, and that's it.
There's a couple others. I can't think of them now.
Okay. Anyone else, Joseph?
No, that's my list.
Okay.
We need to figure out Mel Gibson, because he played in Mad Max. He was supposed to be in it.
Well, he's got an Australian accent.
Yeah.
I think he was born in America or Ireland, as Chris says, and he was brought up in Australia, but holds an American or Irish passport.
Well, I'll do some research on it.
You do some research and then let us know. Laurie.
Hello, Ian.
Hello, Laurie.
Now, I thought that Mel... Oh, it's getting silly now, isn't it? I thought that Mel Gibson was born in New Zealand and brought up in Australia.
Born in New Zealand? OK, so he's a Kiwi?
Yeah.
He's definitely not Australian, though, is he?
No, he's definitely not Australian.
OK, I'm going to stick with the American, but I'm prepared to bow to your superior knowledge if it turns out you're right.
And I think Ned Kelly might have been Irish.
Oh, he probably was, wasn't he?
Yeah. An immigrant.
Yeah, Laurie, thank you for that. We're compiling a list of Australian celebrities, like we're doing a Saturday show in the old days. This is what we used to do all the time: is compile lists for some reason, and then I would burn them ritually at my home. 0870 90 90 973. Sean!
Hello.
Hello, Sean.
Hello. Mel Gibson
Yeah.
was born on the January the 3rd, 1956, in, drum roll.
Oh, hang on, I can do a drum roll. Hang on a second.
Okay.
Hang on a minute. Let me get my drums and my sticks. Here we go. Hang on a second. Hang on. Here we go.
Cuckoo.
Yeah, couldn't find the drum roll, so I had a silly girl saying cuckoo. Sorry.
That'll do. He was born in Peekskill, New York, USA.
New York City, he's an American! Come on! I knew it!
And that's actually IMDb.
Internet Movie Database. There you go, you see. So everyone who thought Mel Gibson was an Aussie is wrong.
Thank you, goodbye.
Oh, thank you, Sean.
Goodbye.
Good lad. There we go, you see. 0870 90 90 973. Oh, dear. There we go. God, look at this guy sending me stroppy emails. Ian, you're out of order about Steve Irwin. I will no longer be listening to you. I should be making a formal complaint to LBC for the last time. John, who emailed quite a lot. I've emailed back, are you for real? You bet I'm for real. Steve Irwin gave us a different way of looking at wildlife. He was a great tourism asset to Australia, and his wildlife park protected endangered animals. The man was one of a kind. He'll be missed. Right, I don't see what I've done wrong, though, in saying I wasn't a fan of him. Anyway. We go, Mel Gibson is American. There we go. Peter!
Hello, Ian.
You're not going to abuse me, are you?
No, I'm not. No, I wouldn't have been.
In fact, I'm going to block that dude's email address because I don't want any more emails from him. There we go. Done.
About the Australian celebrities.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, your argument about Mel Gibson.
Yes.
I'm pretty certain he was born in New York.
And we've just established he was born in New York.
Right, and also AC/DC are in fact Scottish.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, because the founder members, I'm going to be a bit of an anorak here, but Malcolm, Angus, and originally Bon Scott, the singer who died.
Yes.
Were all Scottish. And
Yes.
his family immigrated to Australia when they were 5 and 6.
It's like the Bee Gees. The Bee Gees aren't Australian either.
In Wireless Show.
Oh, it gets better and better. Chris!
Hello.
In Crouch End.
Hello.
I'm just replying to this dude from Prograde who's been sending me abusive emails, and I'm about to... Can't you take it then? He's said, can't I take what? You being upset because you can't listen properly and your ill-informed arguments? I can take that, sir, and I look forward to reading and laughing at your official complaint. Anyway, Chris, I've ranted so long, you have to come back after the news. Is that okay?
Mm-hmm.
Lovely, thank you. There we go, sorted out the email, so no more abuse from that idiot. But he'll still be listening, that's the weird thing. People, offended by what's been being said, but they're still listening because they're silly. As simple as 0870 90 90 973. We're compiling a list of Australian celebrities. We're finding out if it's worth Chris selling his clothes on the eBay. The further this goes on, I think it's just not worth doing, man. Take them to Marie Curie. Help them, they could find a cure for cancer with your clothes. The money you know what I mean by that. So do that is probably the best thing to do. Chris is in the Crouch End.
Yes, hello.
Hello, Chris.
Yes, before I start what I was going to say, I'm just thinking of the news. Think of all the thousands of acts of kindness and goodness that people have done up and down this land and in this world today. And all you hear on the news is killing, negativity. I just think, why don't they put some nice things on the news and encourage people?
Hang on, let's say, line 3, would you agree with Chris there?
Chuck eyes.
Okay, well, that's one way of looking at it.
Anyway, what I'd like to say is thoughts produce actions which form habits, which moulds character, which affect destiny. And the forming of one's character is a work of a lifetime.
Pardon?
Forming of one's character is a work of a lifetime. You don't have instant character overnight. You'd like instant coffee.
Line 3, would you agree?
Your flange, my chuck eyes.
Yes. I must admit, Chris, I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, right.
Explain.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. By the way, Nicole Kidman is Hawaiian.
Pardon?
Nicole Kidman is Hawaiian.
Oh,
She's not Australian.
Well, I wasn't losing any sleep over that.
No.
Anyway, so thoughts. Before you go to the supermarket...
And Russell Crowe is from New Zealand.
Well, that doesn't bother me in the slightest.
That bothers his mum.
Well, Anyway, before you go to the supermarket, you think about it, don't you?
Yes.
So you think, I'm going to the supermarket.
I think I'm going to go to the supermarket, and what am I going to buy, Line 7?
Guys?
Yeah, possibly, yes.
So thoughts produce action. So
Right.
if you keep doing the same action over and over, that produces a habit.
Does it? Well, you're taking that as read. That's obviously not the case.
Well, if people...
My thought in the morning is to get up and come to work. I come to work every day. It's not a habit, though. As soon as this contract is over, I will be able to stop coming to work every day.
No, but while you go to work, it's a habit.
No, it's not. It's a routine. And there's a difference between a routine and a habit. It's a contractual obligation that I come to work.
Okay, well, a habit then.
No, you can't mix law with habit. A contractual obligation and routine are both separate from habit.
Yeah, but it's still a habit. Okay?
Well, it's not. Well, Chris, it's not.
All right. Well, let's think of a different habit. Sometimes people go jogging. Sometimes people smoke cigarettes.
I thought
That's a habit.
Smoking isn't a habit.
Of course, it's a habit.
No, it's not. It's an addiction. It's a different thing altogether.
Well, it's
again.
still a habit.
No, it's not. It's an addiction.
Well, it's still something which people do, isn't it?
Yes, because
they have the habit to.
No,
well,
they don't.
explain to me what a habit is then.
Okay, I will. Thank you for asking. A habit is something you do just because you kind of do it every now and then.
Yes,
But an
like smoking, like going to work, like jogging.
No, you're wrong. Going to work is a contractual obligation, and smoking is an addiction. They're both different.
But anyway, so
just anyway. That's you've fallen at the first hurdle.
Well, so you say.
Well, no.
Just
Because
I'm disagreeing with you doesn't mean I'm wrong.
No,
Now,
it does though, because what you're saying is nonsense.
Oh, well, so you think so? Those
No, Chris. I know smoking is an addiction. It's not a habit. It's different.
Of course, it's a habit. A habit is something that you do regularly.
No.
Yes.
Chris, don't talk to me as I'm an idiot, or I will cut you off.
Oh, really?
Yes, really. 0870 90 90 973. Let's just give line 9. Would you like the last 2 words on that?
Would your lady friend, would she like a jug ice?
My lady friend. I like that one. Come on and have a discussion, an argument with me. Don't, talk to me like I'm an idiot. Because I'm not. And she was talking absolute nonsense. And what Chris will do is she'll phone up and have a go at Agent Chris, saying I'm silly. We've gone Chris crazy here. It's Chris in the Bracknell.
Ian,
yes. Hello, Chris.
Hello. I sent you an email about Mel Gibson, and Ned Kelly was Irish.
Ned Kelly was Irish, right?
Sorry, his dad was Irish. He was deported, and 7 years later, Ned came along.
Okay.
So he was Aussie.
He was Aussie, okay. But he doesn't really count as a celebrity.
He was born in the UK.
This guy's insane. Very clever spelt incorrectly.
Oh, sorry.
The way you played everyone over Mel Gibson, like you could not do a Google search yourself. This is the same guy. Like you could not do a Google search. Hang on, Jeff. Is it the same guy? No, it's it is from a different email. Well, Jeffrey Boag, I don't know if you know how the show works. I could find out nearly all of this stuff by sitting at home on my computer, Mr. Boag, and Googling everything and having a look. But guess what? The show would be a load of cack then. Did we lose that fella there? Has he gone, or did he's vanished? Will!
Hi Ian, how you doing?
I'm fine. Jeffrey Boag is getting right on my nerves.
I can see why as well.
He's an idiot. Well, you could have Googled that. Well, do you know what? I could Google all of this. I could have all of these conversations with my friends in the pub. But then it wouldn't be a radio show. Silly sod. Anyway, but Will.
I've got two neighbours' beauties for you.
Two neighbours' beauties?
I have indeed. Holly Valance.
Oh, she's on the front cover of a magazine at the moment in just a bra or something.
She is indeed.
Wow, okay.
And then I've also got Delta Goodrem.
Oh, she was rubbish.
She was rubbish, but she was very nice looking.
I think I interviewed her once, and she's nothing special. She's too skinny.
Oh, well, that's a good point, yeah.
Yeah, she needs a bit more, meat on her without sounding too... So I'm trying hard not to belch, which is why I'm hesitating slightly.
Yeah, they had a couple of singles each, didn't they? Does that not put them on the list?
I'm going to put Holly Valance on. I will not put Delta Goodrem.
Okay, fair point.
All she's famous for now is copping off with
Brian McFadden, is it?
Brian McFadden, who's...
I should stop reading the girly magazines, I think.
No, listen, man, if you're a fan of the, of kiddie pop music, then you stick with it, Will. Good lad. Listen, thank you very much for that. I think what we're proving, though, it's very, very hard. I've got maybe, a dozen people here. An AC/DC are crossed off. Famous Australians. It doesn't seem to be, that many. Oh, dearie me. 0870 90 90973 is the telephone number. If you want to give me a call, you're more than welcome. I was watching Sliders the other day, as is my want at the moment, as it's probably the greatest television programme ever made. And I'm loving Sliders. And I used to watch it 10 years ago, and it was produced and written and created by Tracy Torme, the offspring of Mel Torme, who's a singer. Tracy Torme. For 10 years, his name, Tracy Torme. Tracy Torme. And then the other day, at the weekend, I watched the making of Sliders. It's like a little documentary. It's a sci-fi series. And then an interview with Tracy Torme. I thought, it'd be nice to see what she looks like. She's a bloke. It's a bloke's name. Tracy? George, can you believe this? Tracy is a bloke's name? Hello?
Yeah.
George?
Yes.
It sounds like you're on an oil rig or something.
No, I'm on the road, man. I'm driving.
All right, Tim. Can you believe that Tracy is a man's name over in America?
No, it's probably a gay man's name, man.
It's probably thank God the phone blacked out there because we didn't hear what you said. So, why have you called in, George?
Right, the thing is this, you
Yeah,
saying...
turn your radio off, George.
You're saying that Mel Gibson can't be an Australian, he's an American.
Yes, that's correct.
Right. My daughter has been born here.
Right.
And she's not English. She still keeps a normal passport.
Okay.
She has to get a passport as the same passport I've got.
Right.
She's not English.
Right.
Although she's living here now, she's still not English.
How many films has she made?
Cuts no ice.
It cuts no ice?
No, because if he's born in a place...
What a fantastic turn of phrase. It cuts... I'm writing that down. I'm having that.
But,
cuts no ice.
If he's born somewhere and he's been reared somewhere, of course, wherever his parents is from...
Oh, his parents are American?
Then, of course, he'll have that passport. But it's not because he was born in a place that makes him a citizen of the place.
Well, there's kind of something in that, but he's an American.
But as I said, because my child is born here and she's still not English.
Okay, but, again, we'll try it one more time. He's an American.
Well, we're not arguing about it, but just...
Well, what are we arguing about, then?
The thing is this, the problem is, it's just not because where he's born. You said where he's born in a place, he's that place. He's born in New York, of course he's American.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
However, where he's born in Australia, where he's born in China...
Right.
Of course, you would still be aware.
He's not. I can tell you 100% categorically. This is a fact. Mel Gibson is by no stretch of the imagination Chinese. There we go. Sorry, Jeffrey. I've unblacklisted you because there was someone else who was saying silly stuff. Anyway, 07090900973. So, Simone.
Hello.
Can you believe that there's an American man called Tracy? And for the last 10 years of my life, I thought that I'd built up this image in my head. This is the producer of this show. For some reason, I thought, that's quite modern. A lady producer of a science fiction show. And I built this kind of sexy image in my head. It's a big fat bloke with a beard.
That's quite a rubbish name.
It is, it's Tracy.
Maybe it's after the Thunderbirds or something, Tracy Island.
It could be, it could be. But it's weird giving boys, there's the famous thing, a boy named Sue. It's weird giving blokes, girls, Big Daddy's real name, do you know what that was?
Shirley.
Shirley Crabtree. What was John Wayne's real name?
Oh.
He was Marilyn or something, wasn't he?
Yeah, it was Marilyn.
It was Marilyn, wasn't it? Why would you give a bloke
no idea.
A girl's name?
And Leslie and things.
Oh, Leslie. Do you know what? Leslie's a really unattractive name, isn't it?
Yeah, well, for a man.
For men and for women. I just think it's a very kind of nothingy, bland... We're going to get a load of Leslies calling in now.
Yeah, no.
Bland, nothing really going on with it name. You take it all... You shorten it to Les. Well done, that's brilliant. Just awful. Anyway, Simone. Oh, hang on, you've nearly got a boy's name.
No, I haven't. Well, yeah, I have actually.
Simon with an E.
And it is.
But I think that now this is weird. Okay, I mentioned this before. Boys with girls' names is weird. Girls with boys' names, get this, it's sexy.
Do you think?
Jamie, Sam, Billy. I think that's really sexy. Girls with boys' names. There's something. Charlie.
I changed it to Simon then.
Yeah, well, no, that's just a bit weird. Do you know what I mean? They've got to be. That's a little bit odd, but never mind. Anyway, Simone. You've called in, have you?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
I'm Australian celebrity.
Oh, yes.
But I haven't heard your list.
Shall I give you
a bit late?
Shall I give you a brief recap?
Yeah.
Kylie Minogue.
Right.
Danny, who's fitter. Right. Rolf Harris.
All right.
Nellie Melba. Clive James. Frank Highfield. Nicole Kidman. Jason Donovan. The Bird Behind the Bar in Emmerdale. Olivia Newton-John and Holly Valance.
Oh, right. I've got loads then.
Oh, go on then.
Right. Michael Hutchins.
Oh, yeah. Did you see that programme on VH1 or MTV, whatever it was, where they looked for a new singer? In Excess
I did, yeah.
Oh, it was awful, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was like the X Factor.
It was the X Factor, but for In Excess.
In Excess, I did, yeah.
And I think they picked. I think they picked a really odd bloke in the end. But is this a strange audition show with all these wannabes?
And all of In Excess sitting there.
Yeah, In Excess sitting there as though they were the biggest, as though they were the Beatles and they were looking for a new John or something.
But I haven't, since the new person joined them, I haven't heard anything. They haven't released anything.
Well, they've not exactly set the charts alight, have they? They've not sold out the new Wembley Stadium. So I'm guessing that didn't work.
Watched that, yeah. It was
I watched. I didn't see the last couple, I'm afraid, but I enjoyed that. Okay, so Michael Hutchins.
Natalie Imbruglia.
Oh yeah, she's still around, is she? I suppose. Yeah, doing her stuff.
Hang on. Guy Pearce.
Oh no, we've had him. He doesn't count. He did 2 films and they were rubbish.
Hugh Jackman.
Oh, the Wolverine, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is Elle Macpherson Australian?
I don't think so, is she?
Oh, okay. Rachel Hunter.
Okay, right. No, she doesn't count as a celeb. They want proper.
Okay.
I want proper stuff. He's not fit. Who?
Shane Warne, the cricketer.
Oh God, no! I can hear your nails scraping wood.
Serious. How about Jet, the group Jet? They're Australian.
Yeah, but they're not superstars, Simone. This next one had better be good, or you're in big trouble.
Well, Eric Banner, he's an actor, isn't he?
Oh, the Incredible Hulk.
Yes.
I'll let you have him.
There you go. I didn't think it was too bad.
Well,
I've got Nick Cave as well, but you probably won't let me have him.
Oh no, but we'll have Nick Cave. Yeah, go on, put him down. Hey, listen, but can you? I need to ask you a little bit of advice.
Okay.
A friend of mine told me. Oh, go ahead and hit the microphone. A friend of mine told me the other day. You know when it's like thunderbolts and lightning, very, very frightening?
Yes.
That you shouldn't have a shower.
When there's a storm?
When there's a thunderstorm. Because if your house gets hit by a thunderbolt, then the shower will become live and the water will become like electrical. Is that... Now, I laughed...
I've never heard that.
Well, I laughed and said, well, that's obviously nonsense, and surely we'd be told that at school if it were the case. But then you think about it, if it hits... like
if it goes through your telly and stuff.
a pipe or something, if it hits a pipe...
Yeah.
And you're naked and water is coming out of that pipe, then... have you ever heard that, Simone?
I've never heard it, but most... Not always, but most storms tend to be at night, don't they?
Excuse me?
Like, you're usually in bed, aren't you?
Sorry? What?
No, like thunderstorms at night.
Most storms tend to be at night?
Most storms, but lots of storms are.
Lots of storms tend to be at night? Have you got statistical evidence to back that nonsense up?
But, you know, like in films, like in scary films,
Yeah,
it's at night.
Oh, sorry, yeah, no, I'm talking about real life, Simone. Not in the Amityville 3.
Okay. No, I've never heard that.
Okay. Well, if you hear anything, would you let me know?
I won't have a shower when there's a storm.
Just be careful. I don't want you to get hurt.
Okay.
Thank you.
Can I just ask you something?
Of course you can.
How old do I sound? Because I hate hearing myself on things.
You sound about 36.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Most people say I sound about 5.
How old are you?
27.
Oh, 27. No, well, you sound kind of young and foolish,
I
but...
think I thought I was about 10, so I'll just check in.
No, goodness gracious me, Simone. No, you sound about 40.
I'm great.
There we go, lovely. It's 08709090973. If anybody knows one way or t'other, that would be kind of cool if it's all right to have a shower in a storm. The showers happen mostly at night time. What? And Henry!
Hello there.
Oh!
Somebody mentioned earlier Skippy.
Oh, yeah.
I know it's total trivia, and I was sat here thinking, the blonde girl that was in it, she came to England as an actress.
Oh, right.
It was Lisa Goddard.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
But she was English, wasn't she?
I think so, I'm not sure.
She married Alvin
she
Stardust.
She was the girl in Skippy, the bush kangaroo.
Yeah, oh, right, okay.
That's it. Just a bit of trivia.
Lovely, there we go, didn't ask for that. Let's have no more on Australia, Chris. I don't want to mention that godforsaken country anymore today, if we can avoid it. What I want is blokes with girls' names and whether I need to not shower when it's having a storm. I can't believe that's true. Really? Henriette!
Yeah.
Hello there.
Hi.
Hi there.
It's absolutely true. Whenever there was a storm when we were small or little, my mother used to say you're never allowed to shower
Right.
or climb in a bath because if the lightning hits the house, it'll go through the water and electrocute you out of the bathtub.
Are you loading up a Spectrum game in the background?
No.
I can hear like... I can hear that kind of noise.
No, I don't know what it is.
Okay, maybe it's a bad line. So, and where was this? I'm detecting an accent on you.
South Africa?
South Africa. So this was in South Africa. You were told you mustn't shower when it's thunderbolts and lightning because you will die.
Yes.
Wow, okay. I know, is that... Do you believe your mum, or do you think it's just one of those things that people say? Because I've never heard this before.
No, I seriously believe her because it happened to her.
Oh, come on now.
I'm serious.
Are you in South Africa now? Because it seems like there's a time delay.
No.
Are you just processing the information? 2, 3, 4, 5,
No, not
6.
really.
There we go. Here we go. Right. Well, Henriette, thank you for that.
It's a pleasure. Enjoy your day.
Yes. Oh, God almighty. We've got another hour of this. Hour and a half of this, you say? I don't know if I can, Chris. I don't know if I can. Look, so now look, I'm getting abuse. The Steve Irwin joke is already doing the rounds on the emails. I shan't be reading that out. That would be tasteless and insensitive. But just to let you know, a dozen people have sent it to me already. Okay, so John, whoever it was, who was getting stroppy about me, maybe I'll forward that on to him. He can have a look at that, see what he thinks about that. He'll write a complaint to... what's the difference? He's going to write an official complaint. What's the difference between a complaint and an official complaint? I don't know. I had to complain to the post office today because a load of my stuff has been going missing, including I've ordered one of these BT Home Hub type things, which is like wireless, internet and all this stuff, and it should have come by now. And I phoned them up today and they said, oh yeah, we sent that about 2 weeks ago. You should have had it by now. So I phoned up the post office and complained, and loads of stuff has gone missing over the past year. And the guy was like, well, can you tell us the dates that all the parcels were sent? It's like, well, no, just be warned that, you know, a lot of my post is going missing. Can you sort it out for me, please? Anyway, I'm going off on a tangent. I apologise. 0870 9090 973. We'll have no more talk of the godforsaken land that is Australia. Thank you. Apparently so. 0870 9090 973. We're finding out once and for all whether it's safe to shower when there's a thunderstorm. I just had a load of cake. So I'm a little bit clarty now, so I apologise. Cake and a Twix I've had, so it's, and a cold, so not a good combination. I apologise, for, sniffing. We've mentioned blokes with girls' names, that's a bit weird. And, you know, whatever you want to talk about, I don't care. Yule!
Hello, Ian.
Yule!
How are you?
I'm good. Is it Yule as in Yule Brynner?
Yeah, that's the one.
Listen,
John Wayne had a phone name, didn't he, as well?
He was Marion, wasn't he?
Marion something.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyway, I'm not ringing you to talk to you about...
Yule is a fantastic name.
Well, quite a lot of people remember it.
Yeah, no, it's a cracking name.
And I'm a regular caller. Anyway, Ian, listen.
Yes.
Dave and me have been in London all day, and when we heard this, we had to ring you up.
Yes.
We've been doing plumbing for a long time, depending on the age of the building.
Right.
If it's a new building, and if you've got a pumped shower as well, this sort of thing, it would have to be earth bonded.
Earth bonded?
Yeah, you know when you take a plug off, you've got a yellow and green cable,
right?
And that's the earth. Now, you would see a pipe, like a wire like that, connected to a pipe somewhere.
Right.
The bigger the building, there'll be more earth bonding cables. Are you with me?
Right.
So it doesn't matter what happens, if you get electric shock, because you could be, let's say, look at it the other way. You could be, you know, you mentioned the sink in the kitchen. You could have the water running in the sink in the kitchen.
Oh, yeah.
And with one hand, you've picked up the kettle, and you've just made connection with the socket. Are you with me? And your hands are a bit damp, and your hand's touching the sink. You could get electric shock of that, but you won't because of the earth.
Right.
Okay.
What about my
And
flat?
likewise in the shower, pardon?
What about my flat?
Well, I haven't been round your flat. You haven't invited me round to have a look at your plumbing, have you?
I apologise for that.
We charge £300 an hour.
You do what?
Reasonable. £300 an hour.
Get out of town.
Just no, been in town. We're in Park Street, Park Lane.
Oh, you're one of...
We're in the dearest part of town. That's where we've been today.
Yes.
Yeah, we're not reasonable. That's for with the tools and 2 men, that is.
Yeah.
And the job gets done.
Yes, sir.
First time.
What? So what? £300 an hour? Well, it does. I'll be doing 10 minutes.
That's it. And that'd be done. The job would be done.
Right, okay.
So,
I like the way you're trying to justify the most ridiculous fee I've ever heard in my life.
No, that's 2 men.
£300 an hour is more than I get.
Well, you know, you're in the wrong game, aren't you, Ian?
Yeah, apparently so. I should have learnt a trade instead of just sitting on my backside talking rubbish all day.
That's it. That's it.
Never mind.
Anyway.
You'll listen. Thank you very much for that. There we go. I think we've got to the bottom of that. That you can have a shower while it's thunderstorming if your house is earth bonded. Is that put your mind at ease, Chris?
Yes.
Good word. There we go. It's Dr. Sarah in the Battersea.
Hello, Ian.
Hello, Sarah. Dr. Sarah.
I've got lots of things to ask you about. Firstly, Chris is a very strange lady, isn't she?
Chris in Crouch End.
Yeah.
I couldn't possibly comment.
Your habits.
Yeah.
I think the definition of a habit is it's something that you do almost unconsciously.
Yeah.
Like picking your nose or burping.
But that is different from an addiction, isn't it?
Absolutely, and it's
Yeah.
different from a repeated or fractal behaviour. That's
Yeah.
the first thing.
Yes.
Girls with boys' names being sexy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Dorinda, she's got a boy's name, hasn't she? And she doesn't sound very sexy.
Well, sometimes she sounds sexy. Oh, Sarah, you're breaking up.
I'm breaking up.
I can hardly hear you.
And lastly, I want to know how your strip roulette went
My strip roulette?
on Friday night.
I don't think we were going to strip on roulette.
I got muddled up because you said lady.
Yeah, no, I got my... Chris and I went to the casino. Chris won £175.
Wow.
And then he lost it all and ended up 80 quid down.
Ah.
And I lost 100 quid.
You see, that's an expensive evening out, isn't it?
It's an expensive evening
You're
out,
a
but...
cheap date normally, aren't you? What, with not drinking?
Normally, well, the thing is, my drinks were free, because you get free soft drinks.
Yeah.
Free parking, so everything was free. But I lost 97 quid, I won it all back, and then I lost it all again. So
That's
it was...
amazing.
It was...
Well, I also wanted to ask if you wanted to join our poker night tonight.
I can't play poker.
No, we'll teach you.
And this, I suspect this is why you're inviting me, because you want Muggins to come round and lose all my cash.
No, we wouldn't play for money.
I'm very tempted. I met someone I know at the casino who was playing poker, and she kept encouraging me to go and play poker. Everyone I know can play poker except for me. It's kind of tempting. Are you still there? She's gone. Oh, I say, yeah. I take that as the invitation has been cancelled then. Okay, well, now that's disappointing, because I did want to ask her about... Leslie, are you any good with eyes?
Well, am I any good with eyes?
Yes.
No, not really.
Okay, well, maybe you can help us with this. My friend and colleague, Agent Chris, wants to become a pilot, but you know those magic eye pictures where you look at it and you see a dolphin in 3D?
Oh, I'm good at them, yeah.
Right. Oh, well, you'd be a good pilot, apparently. Chris reckons, because he can't do a magic eye, which sounds like a very odd euphemism, because he can't do a magic eye,
right.
he would not be allowed to be a pilot.
What, is that's part of the training programme?
Well, I don't know, he's a very confused lad, and he comes out with these statements, which he believes, and he said, because I can't do a magic eye now, because of my eyes, then I would not be allowed to become a pilot.
Oh, God, he's Welsh.
Yes, correct. Well, yes, thank you. Yes, she spotted.
Oh, right. It was a good accent,
Well, if anybody knows if that's true or not, 0870 9090 973. Anyway, Leslie, what did you call in about?
Well, mate, I called in because earlier you said that Leslie wasn't a man's name; it was a girl's name.
Well, I know it's both, but it's a. Can I say something and be brutally frank with you?
Go on.
Don't be offended, will you?
No.
It's a horrible name.
See, this is why I'm ringing up, because I'm going to vent my anger out. It was my granddad's name.
Oh, God blimey.
My granddad was in the war.
I've offended his whole family.
Yeah, he was in the war. He's more man than you'll know.
I'm sure.
And trust me,
Yeah.
so am I.
Yeah. Is that a promise? Leslie, I'm sorry I've offended the entire family, and I've offended everybody today. Blimmin' heck.
If you could create your own world, what would be in it?
Yes, Paul?
Mr. Lee.
Paul?
How are you doing?
I'm all right, you know. You can't win them all, can you?
What have you won?
What?
What have you won?
I haven't won today. I feel today's show has been a bit of a damp squib.
Really?
What's a squib?
Well, whatever you say it is.
Okay, I might sneeze again in a minute.
But damn.
What's going on?
Huh?
What was
that's my thing telling me when there's a speed camera coming up.
Oh, blimey! All right, fine. I thought it was a sneeze alarm.
Or I could have been diving.
Yes. Okay.
Anyway, sir.
Yes, Paul.
About this shower and lightning and all that kind of stuff.
Yes.
Well, no, it wouldn't happen with a shower anyway, because the actual droplets that come out of the shower, they're not connected.
What?
So there's not a continuous link of water to you.
Of course there is.
No, there isn't.
You don't get drops of water out of a shower.
Trust me.
But you get... No, hang on a minute. So you're saying... No. You're saying you're underneath the shower, and it's not a continuous stream of water like you'd get from a tap. It's individual droplets.
Yes.
You are talking...
And you know how you can prove that?
Go on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Get a basin.
Yes.
Put it in front of your TV. That's if it's sort of floor-mounted is.
Right.
And pee into it. Or drop water into it.
But pee into what? The bath?
Into the bucket.
Right.
And you'll see, if you put it in front of the telly, because of the lines that go up...
Hang on a minute.
Let me finish. No, let me finish.
You've been peeing...
Yeah, go on.
One of your hobbies, Paul, is to pee in a bucket in front of the telly. Now, what's that one telling you?
No, but don't tell anybody.
Okay. God,
but no, I'm just making a point. It's not a continuous... if you peed on the train... That's why I said it, because if you pee on a train track that's live, you won't get electrocuted.
You're saying that you don't have one continuous stream of urine coming from your penis.
No,
it's little unconnected drops.
Yes.
Rubbish. Absolute rubbish. I don't trust you, because I have... Guess what? I have seen urine evacuating my winky for the last 33 years.
Yeah, but you see, your eyes are not, they're not fast enough to pick up the individual, i.e. the TV. The TV flashes what? 50, 60 times a second. It's all individual. It's not one continuous...
but okay,
screen, is it? But is it?
The TV is different from a man's winky.
No, it's what your eye's able to pick up, sir.
Well, your eyes might not be able to pick up your winky, but mine is fine, thank you very much. Paul, that is the biggest load of cack I have ever heard in my life.
People are going to come and defend me.
Don't start talking about that.
Wrong.
Yes.
And I want you, when they do, to call me back and apologise on it.
Paul, when people... and also...
Because I'm right and you're wrong.
Okay, and when people phone in to start supporting me, you'll call back and apologise to me, yeah?
I'll promise you that.
Okay, thank you. He was a lunatic. He's saying that water from a shower and from when you have a wee-wee, it's not a continuous stream, it's little drops. Oh, dear oh me. Graham, have you ever heard anything so rubbish?
Load of rubbish, isn't it?
Load of rubbish.
Load of rubbish, absolutely. Now,
yes,
a shower, sometimes it might be droplets of water, but... if you've got one of them fancy shower heads that you can turn round, with a massage bit and all of that, you certainly get a stream on the massage.
Yeah.
Right? And how many millions of volts is the charge in a lightning strike?
A million.
Many.
Many.
Certainly enough to jump any of those little droplets if there were any. Now, the bottom line is I'm a qualified electrician, and I've been, lightning conductors, the whole bit. Water conducts electricity. And if you're standing under it and it takes a direct hit, you're going to get a bill.
So don't have a shower?
Most of the time, you'll probably be fine.
Oh, I feel terrible now. I feel a bit sick.
As your other guy said, everything's earthed. Well, not everything's earthed, because these days we use plastic pipe in plumbing, and the job hasn't been done properly.
Yes.
And it hasn't been cross-bonded.
Yes.
The only conductor is the water.
Ooh.
Conversely, if you've got a place that is very well earthed and it gets a direct strike, you're the link between that and...
Links.
It depends entirely on the situation. Most times you'll be fine. I'd advise that, for that one-off chance that, if you're standing under it, you could get one hell of a belt if you were unlucky.
Graham, I'm going to tell you something. Tell me how shocked you are at this statement.
Yep.
I have lead pipes in my house.
That's not terribly shocking. It's quite an old house.
Oh, is that all right? Because I tell you why. My neighbours downstairs, they've just... when people you just move into a new place and they're keen to do everything. They want to do everything. Let's do everything. Let's do everything. Let's change everything, even though it's fine. And they're very nice people. They want to change all of the lead piping in the... Because it's a house and it's converted into 2 flats. They want to change...
convert the lead piping because it's a health hazard.
Yeah.
No, it's not a health hazard. It's only a health hazard. Now, I'm an electrician, not a plumber, but I've got many mates that are plumbers, and they've told me this over the years, so I'll take it that they know what they're talking about.
Yes.
You get calcium, chalk from hard water, builds up on the inside of the lead pipes, so that the water generally doesn't contact the lead. If you solder a lead joint or you muck about with it, then you expose the lead, then yes, you can get some lead in the water. But in general, old lead pipes, they become a problem because the lead becomes crystalline, then they can crack and you can get a leak. But in terms of a health hazard, so I'm told by my mates that are plumbers, if they're left alone, they're perfectly fine.
So I should just, because they're kind of talking about getting the whole house redone, and they obviously want me to come in with them, and I should just no thanks.
Well, not a plumber. Maybe you should get a decent plumber in to have a look and say yes or no.
Graham, I shall. You couldn't fix my extractor fan, can you? I'll tell you what's happened. A fuse went, and now the lights don't work on it.
The lights don't work on the extractor fan?
Yeah, above the cooker.
Oh, right, I see. Yeah, we could, it was probably one of the lights in the extractor fan that blew the fuse.
Yeah. But the extractor fan itself works now. Now I've changed the fuse in the plug.
Have you changed the bulbs?
Yeah, I changed the bulbs, and they're on permanently, and they won't turn off.
Oh, right, so one of the bulbs blew, and as it blew, it was switched on, and it's welded the switch together.
Oh, crikey.
So if you could get a replacement switch, it's quite straightforward to replace it.
OK, good lad, there we go. That's sorted out. I've used that last 3 minutes. No one noticed, but I used the last 3 minutes there to my own personal gain, in trying to sort out my life. Rodney!
Hey, Ian, my friend.
Oh, hey, Rodney, my friend.
It's been a while, sir.
It certainly has. God, it's been like almost 20 years.
What was Paul talking about? I have a little tale from about 12, 14 years ago.
Okay.
Finchley Road Tube Station,
yes.
Which is Bakerloo and some other line that goes out far.
Oh, right.
Anyhow, a little collection of chaps that like to drink any time of the day used to sort of sit in that station.
Boozers?
Yeah.
Hardcore boozers.
And they decided to drop their trousers and take a tinkle.
Oh, yes.
Mass suicide.
What?
Well, they all fried. And this chap Paul's trying to tell you if you're on a live track, you won't die.
So all these this is a true story. All these boozers had a tinkle, which is a phrase I haven't used for a long, long time, but I shall be using it again.
We're being polite, they're still off school.
No, I know. God, when do they go back? Please.
Wednesday.
Thank God for that. We're the number of calls we've got from like 8-year-olds phoning out. Oh, can I come on the radio, please? No, get lost. So they all died, did they? These people?
Yeah, I believe so.
Oh, hang on a second. You believe so?
I didn't read it myself, and I didn't see the reports myself, but I had it on authority.
Who told you about it?
There was a store nearby, a Habitat store, and I knew some of the staff that worked in there.
Yes. So, the Habitat, that's reputable, so they're probably telling you the truth.
Probably telling me the truth, and it is next door to that station.
Okay, so you're saying that your tinkle is one continuous stream.
I'm saying that if you tinkle on a live track, you're going to die.
Yeah, alrighty. Wow, is that a threat? I feel threatened, so I'm guessing it's a threat. Odd show today, I'd say, but it's because it's kind of dark and mysterious out there, and I think that affects the whole thing. 0870. Oh, by the way, Chris, how many correspondents have we got so far?
0.
Oh dear. Oh dear. We better get some correspondence, or I will sack someone at 5:38. It's as simple as that.
If you've just missed that bit of Iain Lee, you could...
Sorry about that. You see, I can't do it. I was trying to send a sneaky text there, which is very naughty during the show. People who keep their phones on during the show are evil, and it should not be permitted. So I've just turned on my phone, and I'm going to send a text because I've got the gym tomorrow at like 7, and I've got a bit of a cold. Can you hear? I've got a bit of a cold, so I'm going to cancel that. I've got it on Saturday as well, and I'm working on Saturday. Anyway, you don't need to know that. Leslie?
Hello, Ian.
Can I come to you after the news?
Of course you can.
Thank you very much. Speak to you after this. Right, the Imran Ali that emailed in to have a go at me about Steve Irwin has now emailed me saying I was really offensive about Steve Irwin, a terrible, terrible man, apologise. He's emailed in to talk about, water conducting electricity. What is wrong with people? Seriously, I'm tempted to just play a record and go home. But I won't. Leslie!
Hello.
Hello there.
Hi, I've never rung you before, but I listen to you every day.
Oh, okay, well, you've passed the first test. Well done. I need to ask you a question.
Yes.
What's Stromboli?
Pardon?
Stromboli.
I have
no idea.
I've just turned on my phone to have to send a text to cancel the gym tomorrow. And I got a text from my friend Dougie, who I'm going to go and see tonight. I haven't seen for ages. Looking forward to it. I've got Arrested Development Series 3 on DVD. And he says I bought vegetarian pizza and stromboli.
Pasta, I reckon.
Well, you're just saying that...
Pasta, doesn't it? Stromboli, or it could be wine.
Oh, God. I don't drink.
It's Italian, by the sounds of things.
He's Scottish.
Oh, no, not him.
Oh, the
Stromboli.
Stromboli, OK.
Sounds Italian, anyway, to me.
It sounds very nice. Anyway. Oh, so you didn't call in to speak about Dougie, did you?
I suppose I was ringing up about the magic eye pictures.
Oh, yeah. Chris, my producer, says he can't become a pilot because he can't see the magic eye pictures.
Yeah, I think I can... I don't know anything about becoming a pilot, but...
No.
I can't see those magic eye pictures either, and I used to squint and squint at them, and everybody used to say, it's a dinosaur, it's a reindeer or something, and I used to think I was just being a bit slow.
Yeah.
And then once when I went to the optician,
the
optician said to me, I bet you can't see those magic eye pictures.
Wow.
And I said, no, and it's because I've got one long-sighted eye and one short-sighted eye.
Oh, that's fantastic.
So, which also means...
You can see X-ray.
Judge things spatially distant, in spatial distance very well, like I'm crap at tennis.
You can't, hang on, you can't say you're crap at tennis because you've got a wonky eye.
Yeah, well, I've got a wonky eye.
No, you know what I mean, though, one eye's...
I look quite normal. But apparently the two... If you haven't got the same eyesight, you don't have to be good or bad, but you don't see the same out of both eyes, you can't see the magic eye pictures.
But so what can't you do in your life? How does this disable you?
Well, it doesn't really.
You can't play tennis?
I'm not very good at seeing where something is, like the ping pong ball or whatever, because you don't have very good...
If you're looking at a child, do you think it's a tall man a long way away? Is that how it works?
6 eyes, that's the one.
Yeah.
No, seriously, it doesn't. I don't wear glasses or anything. It doesn't. But it just says magic eye thing. So I thought that's probably why. Probably means you haven't got the same in both eyes.
They were rubbish, those magic eye things. So I remember you used to be able to get they used to cost about £10 or something.
Yeah, and people stuck them on their wall.
People stuck them on their wall. I remember they were out when I was, at the time when I was a student, and apparently, if you were, how can I say this, a little bit high on, stuff like, as students would be, you could see the pictures better.
Yeah, I still never managed it.
No.
In the end, I used to just agree with what everyone was saying. Oh, yeah, it's brilliant elephant or whatever, because I just couldn't do it.
Yeah, I did that a few times. But I remember that they used to get, like you get in the high street, you get a guy selling really badly laminated pictures of the Mona Lisa with a spliff, or a laminated picture of a monkey saying, hey, life sucks. And these guys would sell these laminated... magic eye pictures, and you'd buy them, and no one could see them. And it turns out that most of them were just like,
just a load of dots.
Just a load of dots. And so they were selling these. It's only £2.50. Get your magic eye pictures, £2.50, and it was just a load of dots. And you'd have like students and people standing going, "Yeah, man, I can see the dolphin and stuff," but there was nothing there. It was all a big con. Oh, I hated those magic eye pictures. I've got a weak convergence, which means. That, when you do the thing when you bring a finger towards your nose and your eyes go in, cross-eyed, I can't do it.
What, you mean you can't bring your finger physically towards your nose?
Well, I can do that. Oh, steady on, I can do that bit. I just cannot make the eyes go cross-eyed. As soon as it happens, my left eye swings back out again.
Oh, that's probably a good thing.
Well, no, it's not, because I'm envious of those people that can just make their eyes go cross-eyed at the drop of a hat.
I'm not sure if I can do that either. I can bring my finger to my nose, and I kind of see two fingers, but... I guess I'd need to do it in the mirror or something and have somebody watching me to see where's my...
I'll watch you while you do it in the mirror. Good girl. I think you know what I mean. Leslie, I've got to go because we're getting mucky and it's 5:38.
It's time for the daily 5:38 Daily Correspondent Update. Brought to you every day. Daily.
Hello, London. It's Jamie from the Charlton, the Stuff You Don't Know correspondent. Here is a special extended Stuff You Don't Know. Mountain goats aren't goats, they're small antelopes. The continuity of the stream of urine depends on the distance you are from the target. Mel Gibson emigrated to Australia when he was 16 because he didn't want to fight in Vietnam.
All right.
Hans Christian Andersen died by falling out of bed. Prince Charles collects toilet seats. The microwave was invented after a scientist walked past a radar tube and a chocolate bar melted in his pocket.
Wow.
R.I.P. Steve Irwin, a legend, and long live Ian Lee.
Good lad. The only correspondent we had then, I'm going to do something unprecedented. If you know what the correspondent is, do an update every day at 5:38. They're a team of experts, about 50 of them. Chris, promote that guy to Uber correspondent. We don't normally do that, but that took dedication and courage unknown. So, Jamie, you're an Uber correspondent. Thank you. Lawrence is in the Reigate.
Hello.
Hello, Lawrence.
Hello. How are you?
Do you know what? I'm kind of, I'm on the top of the world, looking down on creation, and the only explanation I can find
So that's a bit of a
is
change
the
from you
love.
feeling a bit blur earlier.
Hadn't finished singing there, Lawrence.
Oh, I'm sorry, interrupting you. I apologise.
That I found ever since you've been around, Lawrence put me at the top of the world. Ba-da-dum-dum, ba-da-dum-dum, ba-da-dum-dum.
I'm genuinely touched.
There
Thank
you go. A pleasure. Yeah, no, I'm feeling better. I've perked up.
Oh, good. Good. That's good to hear.
Okay, Lawrence. Oh, you're sounding a bit arch, Lawrence.
Am I? I do apologise.
And there.
And there?
And there.
And there?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah, and there, definitely.
Okay, fair enough. Maybe it's just a high voice.
Okay, let's see what happens.
Go for it. What? See what happens when I talk?
Oh no, I know what happens is you get cut off because you're getting on my nerves there. Habiba!
Oh no, I've got a mouthful of food in my mouth. Hold on a minute.
Of course you have, because you're greedy guts.
No,
you thought I was going to mess around talking to Lawrence for longer than that. He was getting on my nerves a bit.
Oh, I'm sorry.
He interrupted my singing. He was being arch.
Okay, you can if you want to sing, I won't interrupt you.
Oh no, I've done the singing bit now.
All right then. Okay, listen.
What's Stromboli?
Stromboli. Oh, hold on. That's a geographical thing.
So my mate Dougie has bought me some a geographical thing for when I go round there tonight. Is he?
Stromboli. Oh, where have I heard?
You're thinking of Tombola.
No, I'm not. I know what Tombola is. A Stromboli. I've heard of that. I don't know. Got it.
What's happened to you, blimey? Are you drunk?
No, I'm not. I was just gulping down my dinner.
Good girl.
All I'm going to say to you is, I know you don't want to talk about Australia, but I'll just say one person that might have already been mentioned, Rolf Harris.
What about him?
I don't know, I think you're talking about Australian celebrities, I don't know. All right, forget him. And the other thing is that guy who was talking about when you go for a wee-wee, how it comes out in individual drops.
Yes.
Now, I think I know what he's talking about, but I don't think he's fully
Hang on a minute. You know, I've got Imran Ali sending me stroppy emails.
Have you?
Right, Ian.
Imran Ali, stop it.
No, Ian, my previous email was from Imran Ali. A different Imran Ali. Imran is a very common name. Ali is a very common name. Yeah, but your email addresses are almost identical. Almost identical, apart from one number difference now.
Yeah, but hold on, Ian. If you're setting up a Yahoo account or something, and your name is Imran Ali, and there's one Imran Ali who's already taken that, then the next Imran Ali is going to take Imran Ali 1 or Imran Ali 2.
So you're saying that it's very, of course it's possible, but you're saying it's just a coincidence that Imran Ali, I'm going to use a slightly different number because I don't want to give away their email address, 72, and Imran Ali 73 have both emailed me minutes apart from each other. That's a coincidence, is it?
I don't think it's...
Thank you.
Okay, right, back to Wee Wee.
Yes, well, we've only got 40 seconds now.
Well, I'll be really quick. If you look at slow-motion footage of, say, a waterfall, yes, there are individual drops of water falling, but the main mass of water is one big body of water, and that is the same with Wee Wee. Yes, you do have a few sprinkles around the edges of individual drops, but the main stream, I would believe... both out of a man and a woman, is one continuous stream.
So this isn't through factual evidence. This is you just saying this, Amoeba.
Well, yeah. I mean, only a man can look at themselves when they wee. A woman can't, and she's got her head between her legs.
Women can see themselves wee, can't they?
No, not unless they're hovering and looking between their legs. A man is directly in front of what they're doing.
I've just acted out. I pretended to be a woman on the toilet having a look. Of course, a woman could have a look at herself having a wee. Oh, Amoeba, I've got to go.
Bye-bye.
A horrible conversation.
Apparently, every 36 seconds, somebody moves their gas or
Michael is in the morning. Hello, Mike.
Good afternoon, Ian.
Good afternoon to you, Mike.
I think your friend's winding you up. I think I know what Stromboli is.
Oh, go on.
It's the baddie in Pinocchio, the one that takes him away and sends him to that island and turns him into a donkey.
Well, 10 out of 10 for an obscure reference to in a strange story, but I'm going to have to cut you off, Mike.
Fair enough.
There we go. You had a good crack. Fair play. You can't argue with that. And he admitted defeat when defeat came along. Bob is in the Thamesmead.
Hello, good evening, Ian.
Good afternoon, Bob.
Good afternoon,
It's not the evening until after 6 o'clock.
Okay. Stromboli.
Yep.
It's a volcano in Italy.
Okay, so Dougie's bought me a volcano. Lovely.
He's, if it is a food item, I'd suggest perhaps it's a hot one.
Okay.
And you might be looking at some Gandhi revenge later tonight, or sometime tomorrow.
Lovely, I look forward to that.
Also...
Oh, I didn't think that would be it. I thought there'd be more.
Well, I'll just have to tell you, Ian, I mean, my association's going very well and the membership continues to grow.
Can you just remind the listener what it is your a little group is?
Well, it's called the Non-Conformist Erethan District River Widening Association.
There we go, yes.
But I have had members apply from America.
Oh, right, yeah.
And I've got 3 American members and about another 3 or 4 pending.
Okay, how many British members have you got?
Well, 3.
Right, okay.
3 Brits.
Yes.
Well, 4 in fact, but one of them's in the domiciled in the Middle East, so that counts as Middle East chapter, you see.
Oh, right, yeah, okay, well, that's good. So you got 7 so far?
That's correct, but all these names that you said, you'd put through from your end, I mean, there's been nothing, Ian. I mean, are you winding me up?
No, I have had
me.
I have had requests from people who want the application form, 3 people, and I forward it on to them. I can't guarantee that they'll reply or not. They've obviously seen it and thought this guy's a nutter. I don't want anything to do with it.
Well, the thing is, when I pasted the application into your website, it kind of squashed everything.
Oh, right.
And the graphics disappeared, and that's why I said you may, and I mean this, give that email address.
I did give the email address as part. I gave the email that you sent me with the email address. I just forwarded it.
I said, well, anyway, everything's very kind of you, Ian. I suppose maybe those people are just getting cold feet or something.
Yeah.
Which is a shame, because it's a great association.
This guy's a
with great objectives and tenets, I believe. And thanks for that spelling correction.
And the objective is to widen rivers?
The real objective is to promote brotherly love without any reference to one's external features. That's the whole big point of the association. That's the real agenda, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I do know what you mean. Well, thank you for that, Bob.
Thank you for your time, Ian.
There we go. What a lovely, lovely fruitcake. Val!
Hi.
Hello, Val.
How are you?
Oh, give us a kiss. Give us a cuddle. Come on, look, give us a cuddle. Come here.
Mwah.
There we go. Good girl. Yes, so...
Hi. Okay, the name, he's quite right, Stromboli, comes from, it's an island that's north of Sicily, which is volcanic.
Are you from New York City?
No, originally born in Connecticut, brought up in Florida, the Bahamas, Peru, Brazil, came here.
Your accent is, apart from the fact that you smoke too much, your accent is gorgeous.
How did you know that?
How did I know that you smoke?
Yeah.
Listen, you sound like Charlie Drake.
Oh, my God, I haven't looked like him.
Well, so do I, yes. Strange-looking man, wasn't he? He looked like... Well, I won't say what he looked like, 'cause it's rude. He looked like a gentleman's plum.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, that's...
Some find them attractive, some don't.
Yeah, well, yeah, some people do. Anyway, right, quickly, yes.
Okay, quickly. Okay, but the food that you're having tonight is a type of stuffed pizza.
Oh, yeah, that sounds great.
Yeah, so what it is, it's pizza dough.
Yeah.
Right, and they stuff it with mozzarella, along with various things, very often pepperoni.
Oh, well, I hope not.
It depends what they're going to put in it.
I'm vegetarian.
Some veggies.
Yeah, we go. That'll be nice.
And have you had calzone?
Yo, that's like a folded-over pizza,
right,
is it?
Well, Stromboli is very much like calzone, but calzone usually has a mixture of cheeses, whereas Stromboli usually only has mozzarella.
Nice one.
Okay.
So I'm going to be watching Arrested Development Series 3 and eating good food.
Well, enjoy.
Excellent. Thank you, Val.
All right, darling.
Go and spark one up. There's a good girl. 0870 9090973. Let's just quick. Yes, line 6, you're on the air.
Oh, hello there, it's Ian speaking. Your Stromboli.
Yes.
It's a mushroom.
It's a mushroom.
Yeah.
Okay, that sounds great. Verinda!
Yeah. You alright?
I'm alright, yes. Always, I try and build it up when you come on, Verinda, and you just, shoot it down.
Famous Australians.
Yeah. We stopped doing that an hour ago, mate.
Oh, yeah. I wasn't listening an hour ago.
Well, then how did you know we were doing Famous Australians?
Someone told me.
Who told you?
Yeah.
Who told you?
My friend.
Right, yes.
Russell Crowe.
Yeah. Stay there.
That's a famous Australian, isn't it?
He's from New Zealand, Verinda. We'll discuss this after these adverts.
Forget your mobile, and what's the worst thing that can happen?
Verinda.
All right, then what about that vice president in 24?
Oh, Jim Robinson.
Yeah.
Okay, right. Yeah. The thing is, Verinda, we stopped doing that at 5 o'clock, that list. It got a little bit boring.
Yeah, okay, all right, then forget that then. Do you know that email you sent me
Which email did I send you?
from some guy from America?
Oh, the email about you, yes?
Yeah, I don't think that's out of order.
No, he genuinely believes that... I've got to be very careful I put this. I had an email from someone from America, a guy in San Jose, California, accusing me of exploiting and abusing Verinda because she's obviously mentally ill. That wasn't the word he used. So that I don't... He genuinely believes that you are a mentally ill girl.
But I'm not.
You're not. Can you just say that once? Can you say, "Hi, my name is Verinda, and I'm not a mentally ill. I'm not a mental girl."
Hi, my name's Brenda, and I'm not a mental boy.
So you're a mental girl?
No.
Okay.
I'm not a mental boy.
You're not a mental boy.
I'm not a girl.
Sorry?
I'm not a girl.
Okay. Anything else, Verinda? I've got another 40 seconds to fill up, so, you can have it. It's yours. Away you go.
I don't know. What else did you talk about on today's show? Nothing. Just about... Oh, yeah, what about that Steve Irwin guy? You're a bit out of order on him, ain't it? You're taking the mick out of him. That's cold. Why would you do that? Huh? Answer me then. Are you a bottler? Yes, you are a bottler. You always call me a bottler, but really, you are a bottler. What's that music? Why putting music over me for? No, see, I have to beat you up on this Friday. I really have to, you watch now, man.
If you missed the show, it sounded like this.
Unless you're sitting there, you know what I mean?
What's going on? I'm John Stapleton. I'm a little bit... Say it for me, Sam. It's handkerchief.
It's always been handkerchief.
That's we're all deeply shocked to have you here by Steve Irwin's death, mate.
You sound like
That's the most unsettling montage I've ever heard in my life. Me mumbling and laughing evilly. I feel... Seriously, there's some bad voodoo going down tonight. I don't know what's happening, but something bad is happening. OK, it's the last 30 minutes of the show. If you've never heard it before, it's Triple M. What does that mean, Ian? I'll tell you. It means instead of phoning up and speaking to Chris, the producer, your calls now come straight to air. You dial 0870 9090 973. I see one of the 10 lines in front of me lit. For example, line 6. I touch the screen, I say, line 6, you're on the air.
Ready.
Then someone phones in. Occasionally it's the Pradeep man. It could be anybody else. For example, oh no, it doesn't work. Line 2, you're on the air.
When Ian Lee has a handkerchief, he feels like a manly man.
There we go, you see. It's going to be fun the next half hour. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, it's like a party is going on, or something. 0870 9090 973 is the phone number. You call up now for the next 25 minutes or so. You go straight to air. Let me warn you, there's a 7-second delay, so I will hear stuff before it goes on the radio. You don't understand that. You think you do, but you don't understand how that works. Okay? You think you do, but you don't. What you're hearing now, I said 7 seconds ago. It's true, isn't it? And these cats don't dig it. That's why they leave their radios on. Anyway, what it means is if you swear or are libelous, I can stop it being broadcast. Yeah, I have the power to cheat time, all right? Dig that. So don't, and we'll ban you from calling the station. let's go to line 2. You're on the wireless.
Ethan, this is Pitcher Phil with baseball news. In last night's action, it was Toronto over Boston 6-1, the Yankees over Minnesota 10-1, and Houston over the Mets 2-1. Tonight it's Cleveland against Toronto, and well done to Richmond, the new UK national champion.
Yes.
More news soon. Pass it on.
Good lad. Yeah, what I'm saying now, I said 7 seconds ago. To you. You heard that, but I said it 7 seconds ago. It confuses me if I think about it too much. Line 7, you're on the wireless.
Oh, isn't it so sad about the crocodile hunter?
Yes, some people it is sad, yes. Line 9, you're on the wireless.
Hi, my name is Quincy. I'm a little frisky.
Yeah, good effort, but I think what you were trying to do, and I think we could indulge ourselves slightly. Where has it gone? Oh, yeah, let's have this.
Hi, my name is Quincy. I'm a little frisky. I like to cut up bodies, then have sex. On my yacht you'll find me with a lady laid beside me. Is she dead? I'll check her leg. Hi, my name is Quincy. Yes, I'm a little frisky. I eat at the same restaurant every night. Women sit by my side, though I smell a formaldehyde. We dine on crab, then sleep on my slab. Goodbye, my name is Quincy. Ba-dum-bum.
Thing is, last time I played that, I was singing it all through my sleep. You know, your dream is sometimes invaded by a song, and then you wake up and you're singing it like that. Line 3, you're on the wireless.
Hi, Ian.
Hello, line 3.
Hi, it's Simon in Hither Green.
Hello, Simon.
Hi, Ian. I just wanted to ring up because I've been a big fan of Barry and the Watford.
Oh, yes.
For some time.
Yes.
And I'd been missing him.
Yes.
Calling into your show. I'd always thought that there was a certain level of performance in his calls that I really admired.
Yes.
As shocked as I was to listening to Radio 4 the other day, obviously after finishing your show.
Oh, yeah, by the way, I'm on Radio 4 this weekend. I'm doing Loose Ends this Saturday. I'm interviewing some guy. I've got to read the book, actually. I've got to read a book and interview a guy and do a proper... We seem to have lost that, man. I don't know what happened there. 0870 90 90 973. Line 1, you're on the wireless.
Hello.
Oh, it's Graham, my 2000th friend on MySpace.
Hello.
The week is up, Graham, which means I can leave abuse on your page.
Ian. Interesting topic, Ian, earlier. But eyes, Ian. Was it talking about eyes, Ian?
Eyes?
You know?
Oh, yes.
I don't know if you know this, Ian. You know, you can judge personality traits from the eyesight, Ian.
Oh, right, yeah, go on then.
But you know, Agent Chris can't be a pilot, can you?
No, we can't be.
No. What was yours, Ian?
I have a weak convergence.
Weak convergence. Let me just read in my book here.
You got a book on eyes, have you?
Yes, hang on a second.
What's it called, the book?
Oh, it basically means you're a liar, Ian.
Oh, right, yeah.
Essentially, a liar.
Yeah. And what does it say about your eyes?
No, nothing. It says, this man will lie to you. He'll tell you he's going to put a comment on your MySpace page on Friday, but he won't do it because he's a sod.
I've put one on your MySpace page today, Graham.
Yes, but I'm not going to say what it said, Ian.
No, please don't say what it said.
Because that I've come to expect it, Ian, you know?
Yes, yeah, it's the truth. That's how I really feel about you.
My eyes, Ian.
Yes.
Fine.
Okay, bye-bye. There we go. What a horrible, horrible, nasty piece of work. Line 6, you're on the wireless.
Ian.
Hello.
It's Saul from the Bounces.
Hello, Saul.
You had me in stitches yesterday.
Oh, did I?
Yeah. Can you play that Verinda bit where he's stuttering and going...
well, we have it cleverly titled on my computer as Verinda Muffs Up. It's good. I like this one as well.
Have you ever peed in a swimming pool?
He's a strange little girl.
He is a strange girl.
Yeah, so the show last night was good, but the Triple M show, Sunday nights, 10 till 1, was the best one. The one the week before was awful, it didn't quite work, but the last night's was cracking. I wouldn't mind having a copy of that myself. I don't normally listen back unless I'm forced to by the boss. Line 8, you're on the wireless.
Puppies, hey!
Okay, lovely. It's all getting a little bit self-referential, but that is absolutely...
Slosh puppy, hey!
Fine. Line 4, you're on the wireless.
Can we sing a song?
Yeah?
With a little bit of this, with a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and shake your bum, don't be so rude. With a little bit of this and a little bit of that, don't be so rude. Na 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 na, na 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 na. Na 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 na
was nice, wasn't it? Oh, so don't be so rude. I don't remember those words, and I'm glad they cleaned it up slightly. Let's try line 2. You're on the wireless.
Oh, hello, big boy. Look here, Ian. I just want you...
Yes, we have a comedy homosexual calling in. Hello, big boy. Now, we could have kept him on, but I suspected he was going to be rubbish. It wasn't any form of censorship or anything. I just thought that was such a bad start. We might as well just save him the embarrassment. Hello, big boy. Line 8, you're on the wireless.
Hello, is it me you're looking for? I can see it in your eyes. I can see it in your smile. You're all I've ever wanted, and my arms are open wide.
Store that phone number. That was Lionel Richie calling in. Seriously, I want that. I've already got Glenn Campbell's phone number. I want that in the phone. Line 3, you're on the wireless.
Woo! Steve Holt.
Steve Holt? Who was Steve? Oh, that's Clive's answer phone. Clive's answer phone. Let's just try. Line 6, you've got 10 seconds.
Hello, oh yes, waffle with fries, Julius Hyde, Julius Hyde, waffle with fries. Thank you.
And he used the time excellently.
Lots of people have made money from property. Some...
They're cooking with gas. Line 5, you're on the wireless.
Hello, Ian.
Hello, Line 5.
Guess what?
Oh.
I'm driving up the M11 towards Bishop Stortford, right?
Oh, yes.
And on the hard shoulder, I see someone changing a wheel. Guess who it was?
I have not got a clue. Go on.
Russell Grant.
Oh, you are joking. The fella that does the stars?
That's the man.
Do you want to earn yourself 20 quid?
Yeah, go on then.
Can you double back on yourself? So you pull up beside him, get out of the car.
Yes.
Ask if he needs any help.
Yes.
When he says, oh yes.
Yeah.
Then get back in your car and drive off.
Oh,
there
I'm
we
on
go.
my way.
Lovely. Thanks a lot. Good lad. It seems to be the night to be doing camp voices. Maybe, can we because it's acceptable to black up now, isn't it? Charlotte Church blacked up on her show on Friday, and Ant and Dec did it. Ant and Dec did it on their Saturday Night Takeaway about last year, and they did a sub-chalky voice. When Ant and Dec... I didn't see Charlotte Church do it, but Ant and Dec did dress up as two black women in Emmerdale and did a watered-down chalky voice. So that's obviously fine again now. I'm not sure how I feel about it. Maybe we should reinstate the camp, you know, gave a... You won't remember him, 'cause you're too young, but you're a similar age to me, Helen. Duncan Norvell. Do you remember him? Chess me. His act was that he would wear pink and go up to men in the audience. Oh, you're good looking. Chess me. Oh, go on, chess me. He's a married. No, Crusher Great was Stu Francis. Wrestle and Action Man, Sarah Tissue, whatever it was. But Duncan Norvell was married. He wasn't even a gay man doing that. He was just he's in the 70s. Gays are funny, aren't they? I'll tell you what, my act. I'm gonna be a gay. That's gonna get me on TV. It worked, man. Fair play. The 70s were a very odd time, actually. 0870 9090 973. Line 7, you're on the wireless.
140. He'd require 126.
Even with a crying child, he called in and did his dance routine. Thank you, sir. Line 9, you're on the wireless.
Hello.
Hello there.
Hello, all right?
Yes, I'm fine. Thank you very much. Let's try this. Line 6, you're on the wireless.
Hi, John Howard. Wow! Wow!
Favourite call of the day, I think. I need to play it back at a slower speed to work out what was being said. Thank you. Line 7, you're on the wireless.
Do you anchor in Pooh Bay?
Okay. Nothing rude was said that we needed to dump, so that's fine. It's just, please go back to school. Please. Where should we try? Let's try line 6, you're on the wireless. That's not bad, but what you wanted to do was this. Hang on, he was faster. He was better, he did it faster. Flippin' heck. Line 3, you're on the wireless.
We're gonna build a bridge!
Excellent.
Violence has no place at the table of democracy.
Okay. Line 3, you're on the wireless.
Hello, this is Lynn from Forest Gate.
Okie dokie. Line 3, you're on the wireless.
Pretty and hangs up.
Sorry? Line 10, you're on the wireless.
Ian.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Sorry, mate. I was trying to ring you up earlier, actually, but I didn't get called back. You know you were talking about the Australian famous people?
Yeah.
Have you ever played the computer game Buzz?
Buzz?
Yeah.
No. Oh, with the buzzer?
Game show.
Yeah, no, I've seen it. I've not played it.
Well, did you know the voiceover for that is Jason Donovan?
Is it really? I did not know that.
And he goes, "Okay, Rose." That's the computerised presenting lady.
Lovely, excellent, well done. I don't know why. I can see why you didn't call him back, Chris. Good choice. Line 5, you're on the wireless.
Ian, Sabrina Lloyd is on the telly tonight. She's on at 9 o'clock. ITV3 in Numbers.
Oh! She's the girl I'm gonna marry. I love Sabrina Lloyd. She's Wade Wells in Sliders. You don't know who she is? She's hot. And in Series 3, she wears these really short little skirts and boots as she slides through dimensions. It's wicked. I love her. I've had a crush on a girl on TV for years, but I've got a genuine crush on this woman. Oh, apart from Sarah Beanie, yeah. It's not a crush on Sarah Beanie, it's love. A big difference. You'll know about it one day, young man. Line 7, you're on the wireless.
Hi, it's Peter from Manchester.
Hello, Peter. Hey, Chris, Helen, it's Peter from Manchester. Hooray! Whoa, yes! Peter!
Aruga!
Yeah, woo!
Just want to say I'm enjoying the show. Just got you recently. You only joined Manchester very recently.
That's correct. Oh, you're one of our digital extra listeners. You're the extra listener that we've got.
Maybe.
Nice work.
Enjoying the show and keep up the good work. I'm just wondering, where do you get all those crackpots calling in from?
Manchester.
No, they're not.
No. Have you listened to Clive Bull yet in the evening?
Yes, I have.
And did you enjoy Clive Bull?
Well, I enjoy all the presenters. I used to listen. I used to live down in London.
Oh, okay, fine. I see. Well, yes, I don't know where the crackpots come from. Don't cry.
Enjoying the show.
Okay, fine. Was he crying then? He was crying, the poor lad. I didn't mean to bully him. He's our extra listener that the digital network has got to us, so it was worthwhile. We got Peter back. Line 9, you're on the wireless.
Good evening, Ian.
Yeah. When do you go back to school?
No, I'm in college.
Okie dokie. Line 6, you're on the wireless.
Hi, it's Tom Hanks. Just want to say that whenever I'm in town, I tune in to the 3.5 hour, 3 till 6:30 Ian Lee Afternoon Wireless Show. So long.
Thanks, Tom. Wow, we're getting all the celebrity endorsements, which is great. Actually, it really that's very touching. I don't care if I'm successful, but I do care if my peers respect me. Line 2, you're on the wireless.
Hello, Ian, mate.
Hello, mate.
Bad news for you.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, you're going to have to make a phone call. I was watching Mythbusters last night, and they were busting the myth of peeing on the third rail.
Right.
It sprays when you tinkle. It's not a continuous stream. And they peed on it, and they didn't get a shock.
Okay.
However...
Yeah, however, there's more.
There's a lifeline for you. They tried peeing on an electric fence from about 2 inches away.
Yeah.
And managed to shock his pinky.
Well, there you go, you see. Why would anyone want to do that? Well, there are some weird people out there. Let's try this one. Line 9, you're on the wireless.
Hello, Dave.
Hello?
You want to buy some pigs, Dave?
I'm fine for pegs, thank you very much. Kind of going downhill a bit now. Let's try line 7, you're on the wireless.
Yeah, it's Verinda. I want to ask a question.
Okay.
Who is Ryan Dessler?
Sorry?
Have you ever peed in a swimming pool?
No, I haven't. What was the first question?
Who is Ryan Dessler?
I don't know.
You should do.
I can't. I don't know.
All right, then.
Well, who is Ryan Dessler?
I don't know.
Well, you should do.
Apparently he worked in LBC.
Why? Has he been in touch with you or something?
Hey. Hey.
Huh?
Verinda.
Yeah.
God, this is awful.
How's it going, bro?
I'm alright.
Sick.
I need to speak to Ian.
Yeah, I'm not stopping you.
Alright.
Is he
How
there?
you doing?
Is he
How you
there?
doing?
What?
How you doing?
I'm alright.
Have you ever peed in a swimming pool?
Shut up, bro.
Oh, is that idiot again, Ian?
Is he in there?
Yeah.
What?
Ian, I need to talk to you. Have you ever peed in a swimming pool?
No.
Hey.
I've got to go now.
Remember the Johnson.
Oh, it was so awful. No, it wasn't good at all. OK, I'm gone. Big quiz at 7, Clyde Bull at 8, see you tomorrow at 3. I thank you.
This show is completely. If Iain Lee in any way approaches being funny, he doesn't